All right, hey everybody, this is Anik. How are you? We're getting ready to get started. So here, I'm gonna put this message here. All right, I'm back unmuted. Physical profits workshop. All right. All right, so listen, if you just joined us, congratulations and welcome. I am so excited to kick off this Physical Profits workshop. You guys are in for an absolutely amazing day today, all right? Now, the reason I started early is we still have what? Let's see here. We still have about 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes or whatever left to go. But I wanted to kick off early because we've got a lot of people coming in here. I can already tell just in the last few minutes we crossed 500 people. We have over 5,000 people registered for this, so it's going to be an absolutely kick butt day. We're going to have a lot of amazing knowledge. And today is a business model that I've never talked about before because I didn't know how to do it before. I didn't even know this existed, and quite frankly, had you asked me about this about a year ago or so, I would have told you this is nonsense. It won't even work. It's not even worth it. I'm known as a digital publishing guy. I've stuck true to that, and I still love digital publishing. But I got to tell you that there are other to bring them to your doorstep. All right. So let's see. We should have that chat box below that is going. So let's practice that real quick. And I'll just make sure I message my team to ask them if all is good. All right, let's see, where's my team here? Are we? I'm going to ask them right now. So I'm not talking to myself. I want to make sure all things are good. All systems are go. We've got a lot of people joining, so I think we should be great to go. Listen, throughout the presentation, if you're submitting questions below, we will not be able to address them or answer them. We've got an amazing guest expert on. Name is Adrian Morrison. I do not want to interrupt his process. At the end of our webinar, he will be answering a lot of questions. And if throughout the practice of this webinar you have questions and you submit them, we will do our very best to take the next 24 hours after the webinar is over to get you your answers and to reply to you individually and to get back to everybody. We'll try. Okay, we're going to do our best. But you got to imagine how many people are going to be on this session. So let's see here. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to let's practice some stuff here because we practice a lot of engagement. We want to make sure we keep the energy levels super high. So what I would like to see you do is go ahead right now and type in a yes below. Type in a yes below into that question box if you're pumped up, if you're super excited. All right, let me see that. All right, let's see. It takes about 20 seconds from the time you're seeing this message. So let's see. I'm asking. All right, let's see here. It's going to take about 5 seconds. We'll find out if you guys are pumped up. I want to know if you're pumped up and excited. And then what I'm going to do before we kick off here, let's see, we got another 5 minutes or so, and people still piling in. So welcome for all of you who just joined us. We've not officially begun yet. We're beginning in just a few minutes. I can see already that our guest expert has joined in. So, of course, assuming that all technology hangs in there and we do great with all of that, we're going to have a powerful, powerful training session. Now, if you can see me and hear my voice right now, do not leave this page. Don't leave it, all right? And you'll see me if I'm opening my laptop. Again, I'm just going in there to check to make sure we're all good and all things are going. All right, I got my team telling me yes. They see tons of yeses coming in because we're excited. So what are we going to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about trinkets, as I call them, okay? Trinkets, little things. I'm trying to look for examples around me. I don't know, I guess this considers, like this pen, okay? You can give this away for free, okay? And charge shipping and handling and actually make a profit in the process of doing it. And you don't have to buy thousands of these and keep them in your office or your home and clutter up the space and individually pack them and ship them and deal with all that nonsense, because that's the part of the whole e-commerce model that made me never want to do it. But what you can do is you can actually have China drop ship these for you. Imagine having the access and the ability to have thousands thousands of potential people in China who can drop ship on your behalf. It's incredible. You have no risk. You don't have to buy a bunch of products and keep them in stock. And there are millions of products. So what we're going to show you today, our expert's actually going to get in there and show you how to find your own product. Now, I don't want everyone running off and trying to sell like magic markers. I've never sold this. I just use this on my whiteboard. But we're going to give you examples. He's going to give you metrics to match. You'll be able to go to the site that he shares with you and actually practice today. Start looking for products. So you don't have to develop the product, right? You just literally have someone else ship it and fulfill it for you. You give it away for free, so you get to use the most powerful word in the entire world, which is free, on your behalf to help you build your business. And in the meantime, we'll show you the other things you can do behind the scenes to really start to create a massive amount of profit from it. We're about to cross 1,000 people any minute now. So those of you we've not officially begun yet. We're just getting to know each other right now. So listen, let's practice. We want a lot of energy on this session. So what I want you to do is I want you to type in a yes below if you're excited. If you've been waiting for this session, if you've been waiting for this webinar, you're pumped up, you want to learn something new, you want to learn something breakthrough that nobody else is talking about, that you get to be at the forefront of because, well, you're here at Learn Nation. You're part of Learn Nation, okay? So let's type that in too. Let's type that in as a part of the excitement. Let's type in hashtag. So use the hashtag symbol, hashtag Learn Nation. Let me put that up here for you, okay? Here is what I want you to type in the box below. All right? Type in that right there. You see that? Right here. Learn Nation. Hashtag Learn Nation. Type that into the box below. Let's get the excitement going. We're at 1,000 people now. And we're at exactly at the top of the hour. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make sure that all systems are go here. We have a very tight schedule because the person who's presenting to us today has other presentations he's got, and his time is tremendous. I've actually prepared something I want to share with you when we get officially started, which is going to knock your socks off. So what you're about to learn today, it's not something in theory that I like, okay? It's affected my family. It's impacted my family. My wife is building this business. We've made this money. We've tested every part of the whole business model. We've tested it to the T. And so I can tell you without a shadow of doubt that this works. As a matter of fact, we've been testing and playing with it since January of this year. So it's 5 months of absolute credibility building before I brought this to your doorstep and having produced results live that you'll see. All right, you're going to see, I'm going to show you a proof image right here that only goes through April. It doesn't even include May. All right, it only goes through April. And you'll see the kind of ridiculous growth that has been happening with this business model. So again, we're going to get started in just a minute. You know what? Let's officially begin. So give me a second here. All systems go. Let's see. Everything coming in. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to Learn Nation's Physical Profits Workshop. I'm so excited to bring this to you because it's absolutely cutting edge, it's breakthrough, it's different. I've been using it myself since January. My wife is actually using the steps you're going to learn today. I hope you had a chance to go through the PDF report before you got on this webinar. If you didn't, it's okay, no problem. You're still going to learn a tremendous amount. You can go through the PDF after this session. Today is about taking action. You're going to learn actionable steps that you can walk away with and start using. I want to give you the background of the person who's going to be presenting today. He has been a friend of mine for years, okay, for years. And I've always known one thing about him. He always does it different, okay? If this is what's working, right? You know how we always say don't reinvent the wheel? I don't know why he loves to reinvent the wheel, but he does. And God bless him for it because he brings amazingness to our industry, innovation to our industry that I've never seen anyone else bring. Now, I've known this person for years. I've watched him from a distance. And a few months ago, well, back in about December, my wife was getting ready to start her own business on the internet. You know, here from India, we got married, she moved here. She was over there a part of a commerce company. She helped start this e-commerce company from the ground up, so she loves physical products, e-commerce, dealing with China, things I don't particularly like at all. But when she came here, she told me last year, about middle of last year, she said, you know, I really want to start my own e-commerce store. And I remember thinking, why? You know, I wanted to scream at me, why would you do that? I'm the guy. By the way, we're 1,200 people now. I was like, I'm the guy, okay, that teaches digital publishing. Look, you know, read the book, do digital publishing. And she said, this just doesn't resonate to me. I want to do physical products, and I want to sell things that I can touch and hold. And I thought, all right, whatever. So she starts. I say, hey, look, you have my full support. I know nothing about this world, so go forth and prosper, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. And so she begins. We built our first store. It was so painful. We had to learn how all this new technology and didn't know how to deal with it. And again, take it from a guy who's been doing this for 14 years. I tell you, I don't know technology. I'm not technical. So this was the greatest challenge we've dealt with. But you know what? We survived. I mean, she's amazing. She pushed through it. She worked her butt off. We launched our first store, and guess what? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, goose egg. No sales coming in. You know how upsetting that is to spend 2 months? Of course you do. Well, many of you have been trying for a long time. So finally, she says, I said, something's wrong. This can't possibly be how it is. Look, there's so many e-commerce places out there. All these stores, how do they get sales? So I started looking around, and randomly I spoke to this friend of mine. No idea what he's doing. Okay, I just said, hey, this is what's going on. Do you have any suggestions? Because he's a tremendous expert on Facebook marketing, and we were trying to do Facebook. He looks at me and goes, oh, yeah, I know how to do this. I can help you. And I said, well, I mean, tell me more. Like, what do I do? He goes, oh, I don't know. I'm already selling like $200,000-$300,000 a month worth of e-commerce. And I thought, what? I was like, when the heck did you start doing that? He goes, oh, I started doing this like 6-7 months ago. I've already done over $1 million in sales on the internet, on my e-commerce store. And I was like, dude, show me, please, help us. So the first thing he did is he came and looked at our store, and he said, what is this? What did you use to build this? And I said, well, we did this. We hired this programmer. And he starts laughing and says, you don't need to do any of that. What are you doing, man? There's such an easy way to build a store. It took us months to build our first store, and using what he showed us, it took us literally less than a day, and my wife did it herself. Can you imagine? No technical experience. She's not technical. She has no internet marketing experience. She put it up, and she comes and looks at me, and she goes, oh, my God, why did we do it the other way? This is so embarrassing. And I thought, well, I don't know. And start to go through his steps, the exact steps you're learning today. And let me show you something, all right? This is really cool. Let me show you what came up. You guys are going to absolutely love this. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to zoom in here. You should be able to see it pretty well. Let's see, how do I zoom in? There we go. There's the button. All right, you see this right here, guys? This was her first month in sales, so let's just look at that. That was January of 2016. She did $10,000 in sales. Now, we started kind of mid-January. The first 2 weeks, we were traveling, actually. Her and I were we were finishing up our New Year's travels through South America. Now, in February, I'd like you to see that we grew to 14,000. So we had about 40% growth. And again, she's keeping things slow, and she's still trying to learn. And then look what happens here. Look at March. March, man, she just decides, I got it. She starts to add more products using the simple system. She starts to scale, $37,000 in sales. And then the last month was April. I don't have her May numbers in front of me right now, but she's basically trending to do the exact same. May was $64,000 in sales. This is what she's been able to do, and I want you guys to understand that she was able to do this with zero internet marketing experience, knowledge, or technical expertise or anything. The only thing she had was she had worked with China before. She had some experience, and guess what? She had to throw all that knowledge out the door because she was in a place where she used to buy like 10,000, of a certain thing in inventory and ship it over and stock it. You don't do any of that here. So this is a truly simple model, and the results you're going to see are tremendous. I've personally seen it. My wife's store has already done over $150,000. She's super excited. She's getting ready to launch her second store. She's already planning her third store because it's that simple to do. Every step is automated along the way, and I cannot thank the individual who's about to come on enough. He literally is a genius, and I don't say this with even a 5% shadow of doubt. All right, I don't say this with any doubt. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to do a quick test. Mr. Adrian Morrison, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, there you are. 1 second here. We want to be able to see you. There he is. Hey, listen, Adrian, I want to say, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you did. Thank you for being here to share this with everybody else. I've seen your presentation. I've lived through your steps, and I am excited. I got goosebumps right now. I wish I could show people. That's how excited I am. So everybody, right now, before I turn it over to Adrian, okay, I want to see some excitement in this room. What I want to see you do is right below, right below in that comments box, I want you to type in Adrian. I want you to type in Adrian with exclamation points if you're excited and grateful and thankful. The fact that he's taken time out of his business and his life to be here for us to show you what he showed my wife, that's led in 50,000 in sales with zero experience, zero knowledge, zero products, selling what I like to call little trinkety products, all right, for free. So you guys excited? All right, let's see here. We're getting, wow. All right, we're excited. Adrian, everyone's pumped up, man. I'm pumped up. Let's do this. I'm listening. I'm all yours.
Awesome, man. Well, first, thanks for the amazing introduction. That means a lot coming from you because you've actually mentored me in many, many ways online as well. So it's awesome to be able to help your wife Andrea out and get started crushing it. And I wanted to start this out by showing everybody some of me millions of dollars. All right, it's gonna blow your mind because oftentimes when I tell people what I do, like Onyx said, the whole trinket thing, they're like, "What do you really sell?" Well, I mean, stuff like this. It's just an iPhone case with little glitter things in it. I mean, it's nothing big. You know, paracord bracelets. You know that. I mean, it's just some silly trinkets. But the thing is people go freaking crazy over this stuff. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the sales that I was generating when I first started this out. And in 10 months, I've been able to build a $2.4 million e-commerce store. And I don't ever see, touch, or ship any of the products. The only reason I have this stuff is because I kind of, I'll get one product if I sell a lot of it, kind of as like a trophy, you know, as this is one of the products that I killed it with. So I do have a couple of things kind of as little trophies. But I've got an amazing presentation for y'all today. It's going to blow your mind. I think it's going to make you look at marketing completely differently, especially when it comes to e-commerce. It's like Onyx said. He had zero interest in e-commerce until he talked to me, and now he's like, wow, this is so much simpler than I anticipated. So I'm looking forward to getting the same reaction out of everybody that's in here. So what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen, and Onyx, I'm just going to have you confirm, if you don't mind, that you can see my screen once I hit the share button. So I'm just going to hit share, and now you should be able to see a picture of me.
We can see your screen and a picture. You're good to go.
Okay, sweet. So what I'm going to walk you guys through today is what I call Ecom Success Academy and some basic principles that simplify everything. But I want to start out by just telling you a little bit about myself. I have been doing internet marketing for 10 years, and I have had a lot of success in many different areas of internet marketing. So much so that I've built an amazing relationship with Facebook. And so many people that do online marketing, they dream of being able to just get an email response from Facebook. And they like what I'm doing so much. They like what I'm teaching other people how to do so much. They've invited me up to their headquarters. They've invited me to sign their famous Facebook wall. And I did it in permanent marker. And of course, I got this image right here. And they even fly down to Mississippi, that's where I'm from, Mississippi, to come down, hang out, and discuss e-commerce and Facebook marketing with me. So I guess my point is, what I'm going to show you is how to work with Facebook instead of work against it, because so many people try to work against Facebook. I like long-term money, right? I like a sustainable business model is what I want, and that's why I started doing this. So everything I'm about to show you is stuff that Facebook loves and got me noticed and helped me build a massive relationship with them that I'm able to now leverage. So that brings us to my first quarterly report for 2016. So what you're looking at now is my Q1 report for one of my e-commerce stores, and I did $728,000 in revenue this first quarter. Now, I've only been doing this for 10 months. Before this, I did affiliate marketing, okay? And I still do a little bit of affiliate marketing as well. But 728 grand in Q1, and you can see my traffic sources. My traffic sources are email marketing, Facebook marketing, and repeat traffic, that direct type-ins. That's where it's all coming from. That's what's fueling all of it. So how many of you watching this right now would be ecstatic if your Q1 report for e-commerce was a fraction of what mine is. You know, I mean, obviously it's not going to be 728 grand right out of the gate, but just getting started, right, and seeing something come in would be extremely exciting. Now, something that I learned a long, long time ago is that a mentor is the key. I'm not going to give you the whole backstory, but I will tell you this, and you may even notice some stuff in my presentation that kind of speak to it. Number one, I'm extremely ADD. In other words, I have a terrible, terrible time trying to focus on multiple things at once, right? I forget what I'm saying while I'm saying it sometimes. I failed my way through high school. I failed out of college. I never got into law school. And now here I am, a multimillionaire from internet marketing. How did I do it? How did I go from failing over and over and over and over again, straight F's, to success? Well, I had a mentor. And what you're looking at right now is the very first night, 10 years ago, that my mentor, that's my older brother, by the way, started teaching me internet marketing. And that helped me bypass all of the trial and all of the error that most people experience. So right out of the gate, I learned the value in a mentor and that a mentor is the key. And I'm going to teach you another extremely valuable lesson today, and that lesson is going to be control, okay? I have learned through my trial and error over the past 10 years that success, long-term success, is about having control over your business, all right? Now, I started out in affiliate marketing 10 years ago, and I want to show you one of my biggest marketing campaigns. So what you're looking at right now on the screen is one of my Facebook ads for a diabetic meter, and the affiliate marketing campaign I was promoting is called Quality Health. Now, every time somebody clicked on that Facebook ad, they went to that page, and if they filled it out, I would make $12 every time they signed up. Good deal, right? I ended up doing about 17,000 signups a month. So I was generating over $200,000 a month with this affiliate marketing campaign, and I got to tell you, I was flying high. I literally was living the dream. I thought I was a rock star. I woke up every day just feeling amazing. But there are some, caveats to this. Number one is I wasn't building up my brand. I wasn't getting any customer information. In other words, diabetes is a multi-hundred-million-dollar niche, and I didn't get any of the email addresses because the affiliate networks and the affiliate campaigns, they wouldn't let me have it. They would just say you get the $12, but that's all you get. So I didn't build an email list, which I know all of Onyx students, no, that is very important, right? I was building up somebody else's brand, and one day it all ended quite abruptly. So this goes all the way back to 2011. You're looking at a screenshot from October of 2011 for the Quality Health campaign. I did 17,000 signups. I made $210,000 that month. And look at this. The very next 11,000 signups and made $181,000. They even gave me a higher payout. So like I said, I was feeling like a rock star. But here's what happened. And this is why the title says it's all about control. One day, Ian, my affiliate manager, called me and he said, "Look, Adrian, we love you. You've made us a ton of money. You've made a ton of money. This has been a great relationship. But here's the thing. This offer is going to close. We're just not going to have it available for affiliates anymore. But hey, guess what? You can go find other affiliate offers that are out there. All right? I know that you just went from making $200,000 a month to making zero, but we really appreciate it." And all of a sudden, my heart sunk down into my stomach, and I just felt nauseous because I went from 200K because one person made one decision and made one phone call to me. I wasn't in control. I was building up somebody else's business. That's what I was doing. That brings us to the next successful venture that I had. Case study number 2. I started marketing t-shirts through a company called Teespring and other similar platforms. And I would write these ads selling these t-shirts with funny sayings on them. I ended up selling over $1 million worth of t-shirts, and I made $15 every time somebody bought one of the shirts. So I was crushing it. Once again, I was doing 100, 150K a month. selling these t-shirts with very high ROI. But it's like I made the same mistake 2 times in a row. Once again, I wasn't getting any customer information. In other words, I wasn't getting the emails. Teespring and these other companies were keeping the emails for themselves. They were literally kind of like holding them hostage is what I felt like. I was building up their brand. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew what my company was. They all knew who Teespring and Represent were. I had no control over the sales pages, so I couldn't offer similar products. And one day, they called me and they said, look, Adrian, here's the deal. We're increasing our product costs. That means your profit's going to go down. And check this out. I had t-shirts, single t-shirts, that were making me 6 figures. 141K, 78K, 47K. I mean, I was freaking killing it, right? And then one day I got that phone call that said, hey, Adrian, we really like you, we really appreciate you, but we're going to change everything and it's going to affect your business. So much so that it's going to go from growing to completely tanking into making barely anything anymore. So once again, 6 figures to $0. One single phone call. You can see the dramatic plummet in my profits right here in the screenshot. And you know what? For me, this was a massive reality check, a huge reality check. I said, that is it. I am through building up other people's businesses. I am finished having somebody else cut off all of my income after all the work that I did. I want control. So what did I do? I shut down my $1 million a year business. Now what you're looking at is just a bunch of income. You can see I've made a lot of money doing other things, but you can see all of the awards. I was a multi-awarded super affiliate. There's a quality health award that's it's the diamond one. You know, I've never blew a massive affiliate network. They awarded me for being a super affiliate, and I cut it off cold turkey, and I said, that's it. I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to do it the right way. And that brings us to my $2.4 million case study, all right? I'm going to show you how I took control. I'm going to show you how I've generated $2.4 million with a couple of simple principles in the last 10 months. And now I'm literally feel like I'm on a rocket soaring above everybody else. It's so cool. Now, what is the engine? What is the engine that fuels everything? All right, well, it's Shopify. There are a ton of e-commerce platforms out there. You know, there's all sorts of different options. But at the end of the day, after testing all of them, I found Shopify to be the easiest solution. It's like I told Anik. When he told me that he had a programmer and he spent all this money and all this time building a website, and by the way, the website sucked. I mean, it was really terrible. And I saw it and I was like, dude, what are you doing? You need to sign up with Shopify. Because with one click, you can have an amazing site up and running. It's already there. The theme is free. You just have to sign up for Shopify and name your store. And Anik was like, what? Are you kidding me? I said, yeah, dude, let me show you how it's done. And then I showed them. And they set it up very, very quickly. There was no hidden fees or anything like that. Shopify has all of the key features that nobody else really gives you, and they include it in your Shopify account. So all of the reporting, all of the free themes, and they're tested and they convert. They're amazing, amazing themes. Now they also have App Store that's kind of like what you would have on your cell phone or maybe your Android, and you can download tons of free apps that plug in. Some of them cost like $5, $10, but a lot of them are free that supercharge your store. You don't have to have hosting or anything like that. Everything it's turnkey. When I say turnkey, I mean Shopify does everything. It's all there for you. So I know a lot of you are going to be very excited about that, like Anik and his wife were. And the other thing that I really liked about Shopify that I didn't get with affiliate marketing is I get paid every day. Every single day, money goes in the bank. Because with Shopify, they pay me out every 24 hours. I don't have to wait to get my money. And that's important because I want to take my profits, I want to reinvest them and earn more. So I love waking up and checking my email. You can see there's not a single day that a payment is missed. And it doesn't just hit my email, it actually goes into my bank account. This is a different month, but I just want you to see that the money is going in the bank on a daily basis, and that is so, so important when you're running a business. You don't want to wait around for your money. How many of you right now Love this concept already. Love the idea of daily payments every 24 hours and using a turnkey platform, right? I mean, it's freaking cool stuff. And I'm going to introduce you. I don't know if any of you have ever heard from her or seen her before, but I'm going to introduce you to Onyx's wife because I told her, I said, look, you had so much success so quickly, and you literally could barely drag and drop columns in an Excel spreadsheet when we first started talking. Now she's running a six-figure-a-year e-commerce store, and I just want to introduce you, hope you don't mind, Onyx, that I put this in here, to Onyx's wife, Andrea. She is an amazingly intelligent woman, and what's so great about her is she saw the opportunity, she saw how amazing the platform was, and she just simply took action. Somebody who had been losing and struggling at the e-commerce game talked to me, listened to what I had to say, and then instantly implement it. She didn't wait around and say, oh, I'll do this later. She started right away. And I want you to hear her story real quick. So I'm going to put the mic up to the speaker, and I'm going to let you listen to what Onyx's beautiful wife has to say.
Hi, Adrian. I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and my business. You know, when I started a couple of months ago, I thought it was virtually impossible to start my own online business. For you, maybe impossible, possible for me. And today, I'm doing anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 a day. I've done well over 100 grand in the last 90 days, and I'm already working on launching multiple stores. I know that this is just the beginning, and the sky's the limit from here. So thank you once again for all your expertise and all your training. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and the credit for all of this and for my business goes to you and you alone. So thank you once again so very much.
Awesome stuff right there. So there's one thing that Andrea said that I don't agree with, and she said all of her success is because of me, and it's not. It's because she took action. I helped her. I held her hand along the way, but it wouldn't have ever happened if she hadn't have seized the moment and taken the opportunity and sat down and got this stuff banging out. So a lot of the success is credited to her ability to take action. Now, one of the first things that Andrea asked me was, Adrian, what kind of Shopify store should I start, right? Oh, and by the way, if you guys don't mind, I want you in the chat box. I can't see the chat box, but I want you to type "Congrats, Andrea." All right, I just want everybody to type in the chat box, "Congrats, Andrea," because she definitely deserves it because she's freaking crushing it. Now, back to the training. One thing that Andrea asked me was, Adrian, should I do a niche store or a generic store? What do you recommend? One thing y'all are gonna realize for me is that I don't state my opinion. Okay, everything that comes out of my mouth has factual evidence to back it up. All right, I put everything to the test. I'm like a OCD tester. And I told her, I said, look, a lot of people out there are teaching you should have a niche store, build a camping store, build a women's store, right, that just sells women's jewelry. But I'm not going to say to do that. I'm going to tell you to build something that's generic. I actually call them flex stores. And let me show you the results from my test. I personally put my money up and I test everything to make sure it works. So you're looking at both of my e-commerce stores right now. On the left-hand side is my big one. It's the Flex store. It's generic. On the right one, you've got the niche store. Now, look at the difference. The Flex store is making consistently $200,000 a month. Look how quickly it grew. 60K, 146, 261K, 268. That was during the holiday season. And now it's hovering around, 250 to 200 a month. And that's because Flex stores allow me to sell anything. I can sell grandparent stuff, veteran stuff, I can sell dog lover stuff, wine lover stuff. It gives me the flexibility to always do whatever's working right now. Now, the niche store, which is what a lot of gurus suggest that you do, it succeeded, but it came crashing and burning down. You can see on the right-hand side, I started a niche store. I did 100K in December, 140K in January, and then watch, it just starts crashing and burning, going down, 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 down. Now, why is that? It's because I didn't have any flexibility. I was stuck in a box promoting one single niche, and if I wanted to grow, if I wanted to scale, if I wanted consistency, I'd have to build another store, right? And I don't want to build a zillion stores. I don't want to have 1,000 Shopify stores for every niche. I want everything in one spot, right? I want everything in one single spot. I can grow one massive brand, one huge store, less work, working more smart, and of course, having the flexibility and the long-term sustainable income. So if you're looking at these two screenshots right now, and you believe me when I say that a flex store is what you should start with, something that gives you the ability to market all sorts of stuff, I want you to go ahead and type in the chat box flex store, and I just want you to write it down. Sometimes you got to type it and write it yourself for it to really brain, okay? Because this is the long-term business model. It's not quick money, it's long-term money. Now, how did I get started with this? You saw what drove me to this, right? But I got to tell you, speaking of taking massive action, I was on the beach in Destin, Florida. That's where I vacation with my family, and one of my buddies called me and he said, Adrian, I just discovered the Shopify thing. We're all going to start doing it. It's the next best thing. You've got to do this. I ran upstairs. I jumped out of my chair on the beach. I threw my drink in the garbage. I ran up to the condo, opened my laptop, and that's the picture you're looking at right now. I'm sitting there with my little pup. His name is Maverick. He's a 3-pound Pomeranian. I'm looking at the beach, but in under 20 minutes, I built my first e-commerce store. That's how easy Shopify makes it. Now, realistically, if you're mega slow, it might take you an hour, okay? And then the next question is, well, what products do you put on there? How many products? Do I have to have a whole bunch of products? No. I started out with 3 simple products. I'm not going to teach you how to put 1,000 things on your store. It's ridiculous to do that. You need to focus on a few. Quality over quantity, okay? Remember that. Then I instantly took control over my financial destiny. I had control over everything. Nobody can cut me off. Guys, remember this. It doesn't matter if you're making $1 million a year. If somebody can say you're fired, if somebody could say this is over, if somebody can pull the plug, you're not safe. You're not in a good position long term. You need control of your business, and that's exactly what I took. My very first day, I made $83. That was my first day. I was so excited about that $83 because it was the first $83 I ever made for myself instead of somebody else. My first month, I did 63 grand, and the last 10 months, I've done $2.4 million. My email list, which Anik, I know, just drools over when he sees it, is 350,000 people. All right, so I want you to stop. Think about this. I made $2.4 million in sales, and along the way, I built an email list of 350,000 people. I didn't pay for those emails. Those emails actually paid to get on my list because they're customers that bought stuff from me. Because Shopify connects directly to your autoresponder, and every time somebody comes in and buys something, boom, they hit your email list, right? And now you can start remarketing to them. And my brand valuation, because like I said, I'm building up my brand now, is $3.5 million. Brokers are knocking down my doors, calling me, texting me, emailing me, begging me to sell my e-commerce store because e-commerce is so hot. And they know that they can sell it. They valued it in 10 months at $3.5 million. Now, here's the inside of my store, my big one, my Flex store. There's the very first day I started, July 3rd. I made $89 on the very first day on Shopify. Now, fast forward to February 26th, I made $14,319 in sales in one single day. That's the power of a Flex store. Now, I told you my business was valuated at $3.5 million. I didn't just make that up. A real broker, a pretty big company that sells multi-million-dollar online businesses, did a full valuation, and in blue it says, we're confident in listing your business at the $3.5 million range. Guys, we believe we could do $1.5 million in cash. All right, hold on a second. I've got to... I want you to see me on camera for a second. This is going to be huge, all right? So let me just share my camera with you if I can and get the screen off because I want to look you in the eyes when I say this. So, all right. In 10 months, not only did I generate $2.4 million, but if I wanted to stop everything right now, I could sell the business for at least $1.5 million. I could get one big payday for all of that work, right? And here's the best part about it. I could just go start another one. After I sell it, I can flip it like virtual real estate, and I can literally go start another e-commerce store. How many of you see the power in that? How many of you understand the gravity of what I just showed you, right? This is real. It's long term, and it's big money if you do it right. All right, I just wanted to look at you. I wanted you to see me when I said that because this is serious stuff here. So now what I'm going to do is share the screen again, continue to see the presentation, but this is a big deal. All right, so moving forward, you've seen my $3.5 billion valuation. Now the question is, why e-commerce? Why did I choose this? How did I know this was going to be the long-term business model? And how did I build a store in less than 20 minutes, right? I mean, it's crazy with the technology today, how simplified everything is. You just don't know what it is that you don't know, right? You need somebody to show you, just like I showed Anik and his wife, just like my brother showed me, you know, what's available to you so you can start utilizing it. With e-commerce, you have the freedom to sell anything you want at any price. It doesn't matter what it is. You're in total control. There's zillions of different products and niches, right? Literally anything, watches, paracord, elephant bracelets and necklaces, and you can start selling that, and believe it or not, people will buy the heck out of it. Another thing I realized is selling unique and custom products converts better than stuck selling whatever the affiliate network allows me to sell. I'm not shirts at Teespring. I'm selling things that are unique that really make me stick out. And most importantly, I'm building my own brand, an email list, I have an exit plan, I have total control. Now, let's get to a couple of questions. You can do this from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you are. I have thousands of students. I have students in Sweden, South Africa, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. They're all over the world. Now, the next question I get is, Adrian, are you putting a bunch of junk, a bunch of trinkets in your garage? Or are you renting out a warehouse? How are you doing this? Look, I'm not doing any of that stuff. It's all drop shipped. I have zero inventory, zero risk. There's no garage, there's no warehouse. The manufacturers that I'm going to show you how to get access to will literally ship the product directly to the customer for you, and they don't charge any warehousing fees or anything like that. There's no product cost up front either. So one big fear in e-commerce is, okay, well, I'm going to have to buy 1,000 of these pieces of jewelry and hope that I can sell them. Nope, you're not. Because with this model, I'm going to show you how to sell things with zero upfront cost. You get paid first, and then you pay for the product. You don't have to buy in bulk. You can put something on your site and never sell any of it, and it won't cost you a dime to have it on your site. That's how powerful this is, and it's all fully automated. So here's just a little image graph, because like I said, I'm very ADD. It's hard for me to read a lot of things. I like to just visualize it. Here's how it works. Somebody goes to your Shopify store, they click on your ad, they buy a product, you get paid instantly. The money goes in your Shopify account within 24 hours in your bank account. Then you notify the supplier after you've been paid, and they will ship the product out to the customer for you and then bill you for the product. So you're paying for the product with the money that you earned from the customer. Does that make sense? It's a beautiful thing. So you never see, you never touch, you never ship it. This is called the drop ship method. And on this webinar, for the first time since I've created all of this income, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I've used to build all of this. So pay very close attention here. Leverage the most powerful word in the world. I'm making Facebook force feed buyers to my ads. I'm not having to chase buyers and cost per clicks and all that crap. No, 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 no. I'm making Facebook find the buyers for me. It's called Facebook intelligence. I'm generating upwards of $20,000 a week with email marketing with no ad spend, just from emailing people that already bought stuff from me. Guys, I told you earlier that I felt like I was always running into hurdles, and I was for the past 10 years. Look, I made a lot of money, but I like long-term money, and every time I thought that I made it, I hit another hurdle. I was one of those guys in this image. How many of you right now feel like you're one of those guys or girls in this image, and you're struggling, you're sweating, you're running, you're chasing money, you're trying to jump over these hurdles, and every time you think you made it, you look up and there's another dang hurdle, right? It doesn't have to be that way. When you take control of your business with e-commerce, it's like jumping up on a rocket and soaring above all of the hurdles. The only hurdles you'll ever have are hurdles that you create for yourself. But nobody else is going to be able to throw a hurdle in front of you because you are in total control. How many of you in here right now watching this are motivated and you have the desire to take control, and you want to jump up on a freaking rocket and you want to soar above all the crap that maybe you've been dealing with and maybe that I dealt with over the past 10 years, and just freaking do something that's awesome, that's fun, and that works? Let us know in the chat box. Now, let me tell you what I'm not going to show you how to do, because there's a lot of misconceptions about e-commerce. All right? First off, I'm not going to teach you how to put 1,000 pieces of crap on your website. All right? If you've seen a product before for sale saying, oh, just click this one button and we're going to give you a website with 1,000 products on it, it's BS. Who the hell said that those 1,000 products were good? Right? 1,000 products that nobody wants on your website is worthless. All right? So I'm not going to teach you how to put a bunch of crap on your website. I'm not going to teach you how to sell trademark stuff that's going to get you in trouble. You saw the stuff I'm selling. It's mega generic, and it's six-figure products. All right? I'm not going to teach you how to build a crappy website like Onik did out of the gate. I'm just going to teach you to do it the right way. And you're not going to be putting a bunch of junk in your garage or in a warehouse. So look, no trademark stuff, no inventory, and you're not going to have a bunch of crap to manage. Now, I know that my report that you all read had everything in 5 simple steps. Since I wrote that report, because I'm always trying to make things better, I've condensed it to 4 simple steps, okay? So I always am trying to make it easier and easier for you. So I'm going to break it down into what I call the magical 4, okay? So write this down, the magical 4. These are the 4 steps I've used to generate over $200K a month consistently on one e-commerce store. So magical number 1. Find one single product that converts. Don't start out putting a zillion things on your store. That's one of the first things I told Onik and Andrea, because they wanted to put they're like, oh, well, we need 30 things at least on our store. And I said, no, no, no. Just find one thing. And that's what Andrea found, one single product, and she started selling, I think it was over $1,000 a day worth of that one product. And then you build off of that success. You add complementary products on top of what's already selling. And then you end up with a store that only has stuff that works on it instead of a bunch of crap. All right, number 2, I'm going to show you how I'm leveraging the most powerful word in the world. Number 3, I'm going to show you how I use Facebook intelligence. I make Facebook do the work for me. This blew Onik's mind, and he's been using this himself for all of his own stuff. I even helped Onik with his book, Circle of Profit, using Facebook intelligent ads. So this works for all sorts of stuff. And email marketing, all right, which I already know that y'all understand the value in. Using these 4 steps, I've been able to generate consistent income with e-commerce. Now, what is the formula for step 1, okay? Step 1 is going to be less products, more focus equals more success. I told y'all I'm not very smart. I've written and authored 2 books that sold over 250,000 copies on television, on nationwide television. But I don't say that I'm smart. I'm just really good at 1 or 2 things, and it just so happens to be what I'm teaching you right now. And I'm not good at math. I failed math 3 times in college. That's why I had to go a 5th year so I could graduate, so just to pass math. But here's one mathematical formula that I know very well. Less products plus more focus equals more success. Write that down. Type it in the chat box if you want to, right? I'm going to show you how to find one thing that works and maximize it, and it's going to help you work more efficiently, work smart, and not work hard. Now, I'm going to introduce you to Graham. Graham is from New Zealand. Graham has failed time and time again. For 1 full year, Graham was trying to succeed online until he found me and took one of my trainings. How many of you in here have failed multiple times? It's okay. I have too. I have failed many, many times in the beginning. How many of you in here have tried to sell various things, trying to market physical products, digital products, whatever it may be, and failed over and over and over again? And it just kind of seems like there's not going to be any light at the end of the tunnel, but you still have hope, right? Because y'all have a freaking amazing mentor in Anik. I mean, literally, I value every single second I can get on the phone with Anik because he's just so freaking smart. But Graham here is in the same position. He failed so many times, but once you find the right mentor and you find the right training and the right tools, a system that works, everything changes. So I want to let you watch Graham's video. It's not very long, but I do want you to see I'm not just succeeding with this. Anik's wife just isn't the only one succeeding with this. Other people, real people from all over the world are. So let's listen to what Graham has to say.
I've been on the web for about 4 years now, selling things from information products, affiliate marketing, t-shirts, coffee mugs, the whole lot. And in that time, have made absolutely nothing at all. In fact, lost money on most things that I've tried to sell. By chance, fate, luck, what do you want to call it, I came across Adrian Morrison and became one of his students. The information that Adrian has taught me, the support that he offers is second to none, and it has allowed me to set up a business that has now become very profitable. I started my store in November 2015. It's now March 2016, and I'm already making over $1,000 a week in profit, and that's above all costs. So I expect over the next couple of weeks to be doubling that, just again following the processes that Adrian's taught me. So if you're wanting a quick, rich scheme, then this is not for you. If you want to persevere, follow processes, take the knowledge that Adrian has to share, and become profitable and build a business that allows you to have freedom, then this is for you. I cannot highly recommend it enough. Thank you.
All right, so I didn't want to show you another six-figure testimonial. I wanted to show you somebody that was struggling, that was failing, but finally hit that tipping point where he found something that worked, and now he's making $1,000 a week in net profit above all costs, as you heard him say. So how did he get started? What was that tipping point for Graham? It was step one. Step one is choose a passion product, okay? Write this down. Step one is choose a passion product. Now, let me ask you all a quick question, and I want you to type in the chat box what your idea is. How many of you in here have a really good idea already of a product that you know is going to kill it, that you would like to start marketing using the strategies that I'm going to reveal in the chat box? Just let us products that you think would be really good and really hot to start marketing right now. I know so many of you probably have ideas, okay? So type those in the chat box. Now, I want you all, after typing that in the chat box, to do one thing, all right? I'm gonna tell you something about me. I'm not a fluffy, hypey guy. I say it like it is, okay? I want you to take those ideas that you typed in the chat box, forget them, and I want you to understand this. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you like, okay? You're not marketing to yourself. You're not going to your own website and buying stuff. The number one mistake most marketers make is they try to start marketing what they think is a good idea. But in fact, you shouldn't be saying, well, I think this is a good idea, I like this. What you should be doing is saying, what do other people like? What do other people want? See, there's two different mindsets. There's the consumer mindset, and consumers buy things, they shop. And then there is the marketer mindset. Marketers market things to consumers, okay? So I know that this might kind of shock you, okay? Because so many people say, take something that you really enjoy and try to make money from that, and that's phenomenal if you can do it. But I've got two simple rules that are going to change the way that you start choosing your niches with passion products. So rule number one, forget what you think and forget what you like. From this point forward, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to put myself in the same boat with you. What I think and what I like does not matter. Let me tell you what matters. Let me tell you what your niche is. Your niche is whatever is working right now. So guess what? If you love golfing, tough luck. If golfing stuff isn't selling, it's not something you're going to be marketing with my training, right? You're going to be marketing what's working, because the goal is to make money, not to play around. That brings us to rule number 2. Other people's passion equals your profit. Write that down. Other people's profit. Let me ask you a question. What do you think is easier? Do you think it's easier to sell somebody on your passion? Do you think it's easier to sell somebody on why they should like what you like and buy what you like? Or do you think it's easier to just already know what somebody wants, likes, and needs and put it in front of their face? You don't have to sell something to somebody if they already want it, right? So, other people's passion equals your profit. Now, there's three other steps that I use to this one part of the training. First, I identify other people's passions. Then I find a product that aligns with that passion, and then I find an audience for that passion. Okay? Now, I love fountain pens. Yes, fountain pens. Boring little pens that look fancy that cost a lot of money. How many of you in here collect them? And you'd pay $500 for this special pen with a golden tip on it, right? I'm willing to bet that most of you are saying, no, Adrian, I could care less about fountain pens. Why the hell are you asking me if I like fountain pens? Well, let me tell you, fountain pens are a passion product. Check this out. That little pen that you see on the left, I can get for $2.50. I'm going to say that again, $2.50. Now, on Facebook, there's 4.7 million people that frickin' love fountain pens. Remember what I said earlier? Nobody cares if you like fountain pens or not. What matters is there are 4.7 bullseye targeted people on Facebook that would love to buy another fountain pen because they collect them. And I can get access to amazing looking products like that have high value perception for literally pennies on the dollar. Okay? So this is what I'm talking about. Finding passion products, exploiting those, and finding your passion audience. That's going to be step 1, okay? Now, what do passion products look like aside from pens? Well, I use AliExpress, which we're going to be looking at on this live event, and they have all sorts of stuff. Look at the prices. $1.42 for this Grand Mal pendant. 98 cents for the fishing lure. $3.35 for that tactical light. $1.44 for those cat socks. Now, you're not going to be putting all of this stuff on your Shopify store. Remember, I'm going to teach you to focus, right? You need to focus on one thing and maximize it. But I want you to see there are tons of different passion products that you can instantly have on your store in under 10 minutes live, ready to go. So one of the first things I started marketing was that pink bracelet. You see that little pink bracelet that's $1.52? So I started marketing a bracelet similar to that. It wasn't that exact one, but it's very similar. And I was selling 200 to 300 a day. So I was selling them for $10, and I was paying $1.52 for them. I was making about $3,000 a day in revenue off one little trinket bracelet, okay? I found something that worked. I found a hot product. And instead of going and trying to flood my site with a bunch of other crappy products, what I said is, this one works, this one is hot, people like it, people enjoy it, how can I maximize it? So I reached out to the vendor. And I said, can you make me custom bracelets? And by the way, they did this for free. They didn't charge me a single penny for it, all right? Now, I said, I need passion bracelets. And they made me stuff that said fitness trainer, kindergarten teacher, army, dog groomer, dance, autism mom. One of my buddies has 2 special needs kids, and he has an entire store dedicated to raising money for the cause, right? And so we had these custom bracelets made for that. And it didn't cost us any money up front. We only pay after we sell the bracelets. And the manufacturers happily did it for us. So what I did is I took one product that was crushing it, and I scaled it into multiple passion products. How many of you like what you see so far? How many of you think it's so much better to find one thing that works and maximize the heck out of it, opposed to trying to go find a zillion different things and just kind of flutter around everywhere trying to find a billion things amongst so many options? And right here, I'm focused. And it's funny is my teachers in high school told my parents that I needed to go to special classes, which I was in special classes when I was a kid, and that I just couldn't focus, right? And here I am doing exactly what they said that I couldn't do. And it's amazing, the results. I gotta tell you, it's freaking nuts. All right, step number 2. Leverage the most powerful word in the world. So I've shown you a little bit about passion products. We're going to do a live demo pretty soon too. But step number 2 is, what is the most powerful word in the world? Dun, 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 dun. Let me tell you what it is. It's free. All right? The most powerful word in the world, in terms of marketing at least, is the word free. This one single word can create a buying frenzy. As a matter of fact, I want everybody to type that in the chat box right now. Type in buying frenzy. This one word is so powerful, it can make people behave differently. If you've ever seen those crazy videos from Walmart on Black Friday where people are literally tearing each other apart, they're fighting. I mean, you got grandmas out there physically fighting each other to save $10 on a pillow or to save $10 on a toy because of Black Friday. People camp out for days to save a couple of bucks. Could you imagine what would happen if Walmart gave away stuff for free? They'd have to shut the whole dang country down. I think people might tear down the entire Walmart building trying to get the free stuff. What happens with the word free is when you attach it to a passion product, you create what I call the sizzle effect. Write that down too. I'm going to make y'all write a lot of stuff down. You create the sizzle effect on the product because free is such a powerful word. And when you use the sizzle effect, basically, it acts as a magnet for money. Now, I know that I'm not saying that it's magic. I'm not saying that money's going to fly out of your screen and that you press one button and you're going to make $1 zillion. I legitimately am saying that my ads are like magnets. Now, most people that write an ad try to chase people down and get them to like their ad and get them to click it. And you got to sell them, right? But when you use my strategy, your ad literally acts as a magnet for sales. Let me show you what I mean. Well, first let me ask you a question. What do you do when you see a really good deal for online for yourself and you get it? What's the first thing you do after you get a good deal for yourself? Type it in the chat box. I don't even have to read it. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, I share it with my friends. I hit the share button. I tag a friend. I let them know about the good deal. Would you agree that we're all more likely to buy something if a friend refers it to us or a family member refers it over to us than a cold ad? Absolutely. Let me show you some of my ads. So these are the comment section underneath some of my Facebook ads. And as you know, on Facebook, people can comment under your ad, and they can tag, and they can share, and they can like. They can do all these things. Look at the power of the word free. Look at the power of the sizzle effect. Look at these people acting as magnets for sales. Check this out. Brianna tagged Chanel and said, Chanel, I feel like you would like this. Then we've got Lauren says, hey, Haley Nicole Turner, you need this. Steph down here at the bottom left says, hey, Ed, this is free. Check it out. Look at all of these customers acting like magnets for my ads. They're marketing for me. Guys, do you realize what I just showed you? These people are marketing my ads for me like magnets. They're referring sales to me, and it's completely free. I'm not paying for that traffic. They're recommending. It's some of the best marketing ever you can get is word of mouth, and it's happening right here because of the sizzle effect, right? Now, having said that, what is the real formula that I'm using here? I call it the free plus shipping formula. So I want you to pay very, very close attention here, okay? We're leveraging the word free in a way like many people don't do. We're reverse engineering things a little bit. It's easier to get people to get free stuff than retail stuff. You'd all agree on that. So here's a profit point, and write all of these profit points down. Your profit is built into the shipping fees, okay? So you saw I'm getting products for like $1.50, but I charge $10 for shipping and handling. The item is free. There's no retail price. People just pay $10 for shipping and handling. So when somebody buys my product and they pay $10 for shipping, well, I have a profit left over. The product cost me $1.50, and I made $10 on the shipping. You see what I'm saying here? My money, my profit is built into the shipping and handling. And on top of that, every time they buy an additional product, we charge them additional shipping. It's kind of like those infomercials you see, like ShamWow. They say, buy the ShamWow and get one more ShamWow free. Just pay extra shipping and handling. They're making their money off the shipping and handling on that infomercial, right? So what I did is I took a $1 billion model from television that's been around for 20 years probably, and I just applied it to e-commerce. And every time somebody buys an additional item, I make more money. So if they buy 5 free items, they're going to pay $50 for shipping and handling. Now, I know that might sound crazy, but I'm going to prove to you just how viral these ads go. Now, here's another profit point. You need to be selling cheap products. This is what I told Anik and Andrea. I said, don't find real expensive stuff. Find things that cost less than $5 that have a high value perception. Now, if you're saying, well, why wouldn't other people just go pay, why wouldn't they go straight to the source and get it for really cheap themselves? How many of you in here go to the shopping mall and you pay retail for items? How many of you go on e-commerce stores already and pay retail for the items, right? Why aren't you going straight to the source? It's because you don't know how to, right? It's because you impulse purchase. And that's what this formula is all about right here, okay? So cheap products with high value perception. This is going to create a buying frenzy. You're going to have high volume, lots of traffic. That's going to build you a huge supercharged email list. That email list is going to allow you to send emails that generate more income. And, of course, the secret sauce is, this is the secret sauce. So write this down in your notes. Secret sauce, all right? The way I am profiting from this like nobody else has ever done before is I'm charging for shipping and handling $9.95 to $11.97 per item. So up to $12 for shipping and handling for one single free item. That's the sweet spot. Now, of course, a lot of people are scared to test those prices. A lot of people say, Adrian, that's ridiculous. Nobody's going to pay $10 to $12 for shipping and handling. I don't believe it. And as a matter of fact, a lot of gurus say the same thing. A lot of gurus that have taught this model before say, oh, no, don't charge too much. Be safe. Charge $4.95 and take a loss up front and generate the customers, and then you can make your money back later. All right, so right now, if you're thinking, Adrian, that's crazy, I would never pay $10 to $11 or $12 for shipping and handling, and I don't believe other people would either. Here's what I have to say to you and anybody else that says that people will not pay those prices. I've got $1.5 million in shipping and handling sales that says that they will, because that's what my store has done. $1,568,000 in revenue just from shipping and handling using those prices that I showed you. Now, I've done $400,000 in retail sales. Where do you think all my money's coming from? It's coming from this model. So don't tell me that nobody's going to do that, because remember, nobody cares what you think, right? What matters is what people are actually doing. The idea is to make money, not to lose it. Profit point. The key is to get multiple items in one order. So get a customer to come to your store and buy multiple free things. All right, so this provokes viral traffic. Here's some more of my ads. Here's one that's been seen by 6.7 million people, okay? 6.7 million people. 182,000 people like it. 200,000 people share it. 7,000 people commented. Here's another one. I don't have one-hit wonders. I mean, this stuff really works. This one has been seen 2.7 million times. 236,000 likes. 290,000 shares. Guys, the average person on Facebook has 60 friends. I'm going to say that again. The average person on Facebook has 60 friends, and 290,000 people hit the share button to share this one ad with their friends. That's free traffic. I can't even do that math. I'm not smart enough to do that math, but that was the potential free reach on this ad, right? And then, of course, 15,000 comments. This is the power of the sizzle effect with passion products, okay? And these ads are just over and over and over again, I get the same results. Now, here's an example of how it works. Somebody goes to your Shopify store, which you can set up in 20 minutes. You have an ad up and running in 10 minutes. They click it. They come to your page, and notice here it says, get these baby bunkers free. And we're up front. We say, just pay shipping and handling. And when they click on get it free, they go straight to the shopping cart, and it says the item is free, but you got to pay $10 for shipping and handling. Simple as that. How many of you see that? It's really easy. I mean, when I showed Anik and Andrea this, they literally were like, okay, wait, what? There's got to be more steps. I was like, no, it's that simple. You just set it up, and Shopify does all the work for you. You just got to set it up right. So they click on the item, and they just pay shipping and handling. But people don't just buy one item. They'll oftentimes spend upwards of $200 on free items. It's absolutely absurd. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. It works. See, when you have the sizzle effect, you create that buying frenzy. And when you see a really good deal, oftentimes you get more than you need because, hey, we all like to take advantage of good deals, right? So I want you to look at this order. Kathy came in, and this is order 87,000 on my store. She bought 3 free items and spent $31 on shipping and handling. Because remember, she's going to pay around $10 for each and every item that she purchases. So she said, okay, this is a good deal. I want to get 3. And she paid $30. Now, let me show you this. Let me show you the real power of the sizzle effect. Okay, you saw the sizzle effect ads, but let me show you how powerful this free plus shipping model is. I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite customers. Her name is Samantha. She is from Australia. And Samantha was so freaking excited. She got so caught up in this buying frenzy with my model, with my strategy. She bought 106 free items. She paid $1,000 in shipping and handling. And guess what? She got a phenomenal deal because the retail prices on these items, if you were to go anywhere else, and I'll show it to you earlier, are more than double or triple what she paid for them with shipping. I just know how to get them for really cheap. So it's a win-win-win situation. But she came in and spent $1,000. How many of you think that's crazy? But you love it. Type in the chat box 1K. All right, type in the chat box 1K if you think it's crazy but you love it. And this is the power of the sizzle effect when you're marketing passion products. And look, guys, it's not just, one person doing that. I have multiple orders that come in for a lot of money because people love this stuff. They eat it up. Now, I haven't had a bunch of $1,000 orders. As a matter of fact, that's the only one I've ever gotten. But it just goes to show the power and the potential. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to exit the slides, and I'm going to show you a store demo. I'm going to show you a real live Flex store. How many of you are ready to see a store demo, see a real live Flex store? I'm going to show you a Shopify store that has products on it, how everything works. It's going to be fun. All right, so I'm going to exit the PowerPoint presentation. You should now be able to see Gear Grabber. This is a Shopify store. And Anik, if you're listening, will you just confirm for me? I'm not really familiar with Google Hangouts as much, that you can see Gear Grabber on the screen?
Absolutely. I can see your store. I'm taking notes, man. Hey, by the way, did you know, Adrian, that we have 1,700 people on right now?
No, I didn't, but that's freaking awesome.
And they have been on this whole time, so we have such an excited crowd, man. You got everybody just pumped. So thank you for sharing such great information. But yeah,
I'm having a blast doing it. Thank you for having me on it. And everybody that's on right now, thanks for watching this. I hope that what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. What you're looking at now is a Shopify store that literally we set up in about 30 minutes. Shopify does everything for you. I know you probably saw the videos that I did with Anik where I showed how easy it was to set everything up. What you're looking at now is my store Gear Grabber. This isn't camping outlet, women's fashion jewelry outlet, or children's toy store outlet. It's Gear Grabber. It's a Flex store. You can buy anything you want here. I have the ability to sell anything. Look, we've got grandparent stuff, cat lover stuff, wine lover stuff, firefighters, fishing gear. It's all on here. And we don't have 1,000 products. They're all very, very focused. But see, here's the thing. A grandparent may come to your store to buy this little grandma pendant and end up seeing that we have cat stuff. And maybe she's got a cat. She's like, oh, I want to look at cat stuff. Oh, I really like this cat necklace. Okay? And then maybe she has a son or a daughter that's a firefighter. It's like, oh, well, maybe I'll buy one of these T-shirts for my son or my daughter. You see how it happens? You see how the stack effect works? They start stacking items in their cart. Now, this store took me about 20 to 30 minutes to set up. And I've got a couple of different niches on here. One thing that you're going to notice is when I click on like cat lovers, there's not 1,000 products in here. There's only 5. I only put stuff on my store that sells. I only put stuff on here that's actually going to work, right? And another thing that you might be curious about is why everything has a retail price. Because if I just told you that I'm selling them for free, that sounds funny, right? Why does it all have retail prices? It's because I understand credibility and legitimacy, right? People, if they come to your store, this is what a lot of people that try the model don't understand because they don't have the right training. If somebody comes to your Shopify store or your e-commerce store and they see everything on here is free, they're not going to believe it. They're going to be like, what the hell? Everything on here is free. That's sketchy. I don't think I'm going to trust this. But if they come here and they see everything is at a retail price and they clicked on my Facebook ad, which gave them special access to the free version of the item, it creates credibility, it creates urgency, right? It builds trust, and people say, oh my gosh, this is really selling at a higher price in their store. I really did access a link that gave me a special deal, and it increases your conversion rate. So all of the free stuff is hidden. So here's the dashboard of Shopify right here, and it's weird. I don't even know how I have this sell. I have no clue how I made this $10.97 on this demo store. It's just very crazy. Anyways, all I do is I click on products. It's so simple to add stuff in here. And you'll notice that everything that's in here is in here twice. There's 2 cat necklaces, 2 cat toy lasers, 2 cat wires, and so on and so on. It's because I have 1 retail version and 1 free version. But with my strategy, I hide the free offer. The only way you can see the free offer is if you click on my Facebook ad, okay? So to add a product, it's simple. You add in a title, and you just type in a description, right? That's all you do. And then put in the pictures, and hit save, boom, it's on your store. I mean, it takes like 5 seconds. But when people click on my Facebook ad, they see this right here. They see that this is a free necklace, all right? And what happens is they go in and they hit add to cart and say, oh my God, this really is free. They're selling it for retail, but this is a free version. They hit add to cart, and they choose how many they want to buy. Let's say they put 3 in their cart. They hit checkout. They enter in their information. I'm not going to go through all that, but they put in their information right here, and on the next step, it'll calculate the shipping and handling, and it'll charge them $30 for those 3 items. And they'll just pay the $30 for shipping and handling. The money goes in my account. I can see it right here when it comes in, right? I'll be able to see that I made the money, and that's it. That's legitimately all there is to it. So it's really, really easy to set it up. It's just you have to know how to do it properly, right? Now, one question that I'm sure a lot of you probably have is, how did I select these products? How do I know what a good passion product is? How do I identify high-converting products? I developed a software. I call this my X Factor software, and I'm going to show everybody. I don't even know if I've told Anik about this, but this is going to be an added-in bonus in Ecom Success Academy today. It's just really amazing. This X Factor software literally snipes out. I know Andrea's going to love this. It snipes out ads on Facebook promoting other items that are working. Yes. It literally uses a special code that snipes out products on Facebook. Let me show you. Let's say that I want to see if cat necklaces are a big market. And you see it says just pay shipping here. All right, so it's only going to find items that have the free plus shipping on Facebook. I'm going to say find me all ads over the last month, okay? And I hit search post. Now it's going to open up my Facebook account, and look what it's doing. It's finding very recent ads that are using the free plus shipping model. Look at this. Love cats? Free cat jewelry, just pay shipping. And here's the product. Okay, you can see it has 26 likes and 1 share. Scroll down. May 19th, Edna shared this free plus shipping offer. Look at all of the different cat necklaces that are selling on here. I can see what other successful marketers are doing, and I can literally copy the products that they're marketing, and I know exactly what their ad says. How powerful is that? There is no thinking in it. You don't have to figure out what's a good product, what's a good ad. You can look at Facebook using this X Factor software, and easily snipe out what's working. And you can do it for any niche, retail products and free products, okay? So, all right, we found some ads that are working. We can see that these ads are getting shares, they're getting likes. We can see everything. Now the question is, if this product, this cat necklace here, is popular, it's working, how do you get this product on your store? How do you find the vendor that's going to give you access to this product? Well, I mean, you can go to aliexpress.com. That's the website that I use. But look at all of the stuff that hits you on the screen. Talk about decision paralysis. So many things hit you that it's hard to focus, right? There's just so much stuff on here. With my X Factor software, what I do is I built it to help me focus. So I click on AliExpress, and I come over here and I type in cat necklace, all right? And remember earlier I said you need to find something that's no more than $5 if you're using the free plus shipping model. You hit search, and it's going to go to AliExpress, and it's going to find all of the products. Now you might recognize some of these because they're the same products that we just saw over here working in Facebook. Look, the first one matches the ad that we're stopped on. $1.76 is what this costs. We have the exact ad, the exact product. Now all we have to do is, build a Facebook ad for it, which is the next step. But notice that there's a little green button up here that with a thumbs up. It says, this vendor has excellent feedback. Look, when you go to AliExpress and you type in cat necklace, it's going to bring up 17,000 different results. There are a bunch of different drop shipping vendors on here that sell the same thing. There's a lot of options. How do you know which one is a good vendor? Because, I mean, if you're doing this and you're trusting them to ship a product out for you, right, you need to know that you're working with somebody that has good feedback, kind of like eBay. And I've developed a very specific and unique rating system in my X Factor software, and what it does is it analyzes various feedback things in AliExpress, like the item quality, customer feedback, shipping times, all that stuff, and it gives me a green thumbs up if it's a vendor that I should trust based off my own unique rating system, and it'll give me a thumbs down in red if it says, ooh, avoid this vendor. So it finds the product, it shows me the best price, and it gives me the trust rating. And you see over here, I can have it organize everything by trust. Anik, I wanted to bring you in for a second because I know you've never seen this before, but would you agree that that's a pretty dang big deal? Just making sure that you find the best product at the best price with the best feedback?
It's the whole battle. So here's the deal, guys. Once you find the right product, the rest of it is so freaking easy, because all you're doing is copying and pasting his ad model and just hitting go on Facebook. So it's all in finding the product, and it took us some time. So we don't have access to the type of training that Adrian is putting out, now. We didn't have that back then. We just had, I could, ask a few questions or whatever. You've got much, much more. We didn't have this killer software. We didn't have this. So we made some mistakes, and fortunately, because you don't have to buy inventory, it didn't cost us a lot, but it took time. And now, when he showed me this, the first thing I said is, my God, I've got to get this to Andrea because it'll remove 80% of the search time, which is ridiculous. And I love this. This is one of the best tools that I've ever seen for this business model.
Simple but powerful, right? So
absolutely.
I see that it's got good feedback. I see it's the best price. All I have to do is click it, and it opens up AliExpress. Look, the vendor's been in business for over 3 years, 97% positive feedback, everything's above average. I can get the product for $1.76. Boom, it's on my Shopify store in less than 10 minutes with a trusted vendor, fully drop ship, and ready to freaking crush it because, hey, guess what else? I already know what ads are working because the software found all of the ads that are selling the product for me. And look at this. All right, I want to go over to Amazon. I typed in cat necklaces on Amazon. Look at the prices over here. $23, $24. These are expensive, right? People are paying retail prices for these same items that we're able to get access to. Look, here's the exact necklace right here. $28 is what it's selling for on Amazon. So when we charge somebody $10 for shipping, they still feel like they're getting a hell of a deal. And that's why they buy so much of it, because a lot of people don't know that you can just roll right over here to AliExpress, get the same thing, and it's $1.76 perceived value. Even Amazon doesn't sell stuff that's cheap. So this gives you a massive, massive edge over everybody else. And that's why it's been so successful. All right, so I've shown you my demo store, right? I've shown you Gear Grabber. I've shown you my X Factor software, which we're going to talk about as a bonus later. How many of you liked this demo and you're ready to get back to the training? Just type a yes in the chat box. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull up the training because we still got a couple more steps to go over. And, oh, by the way, I'm going to introduce you to Jeffrey. Yeah, another success student of mine. Jeffrey has done over $100,000 in 3 months using this model, and he had never done e-commerce before. It was totally new to him. So I'm just going to let you watch this video real quick.
Hey everyone, it's Jeff here. I'm from Australia and I live in a little state down the bottom called Tasmania. I just want to shoot this quick video for you to give Adrian Morrison a huge shout out. Yeah, I've been following Adrian now for the past few months, since the beginning of this year, 2016. And I've been able to implement the strategies that he's shown us with the Facebook marketing, with the e-commerce on Shopify, and actually create my own business, my own online e-commerce business. And we started that at February this year, and by the end of April we were able to clear and smash out our first $100,000, which has just blown us away. When I first started my internet marketing journey a few years back, I would have been blown away if I had achieved my first sale online, let alone $100,000 cleared revenue. It's just Adrian's stuff works. I highly recommend what he has to offer, and he's just such a genuine guy. So thank you, Adrian.
All right, so I won't make you watch the rest of the video because we got a lot more training to do, but I just want to show you, look, that's yet another student. It's not just me doing it. There are other people out there duplicating the strategy that never thought it would be possible. Now, step 3. This is what Anik was the most interested in. Anik actually tried to hire me, tried to pay me to help him do Facebook, and I said, dude, we're friends. I'm gonna help you do it because you mentor me. So it's kind of a two-way street. But Facebook intelligent ads. Write that down. Step 3. Facebook intelligent ads. So these ads are so simple but so powerful. So you're going to set up one simple Facebook ad. It doesn't require a big investment, all right? Write this down. I know I'm making you write a lot of stuff down. A $5 test budget. I'm able to teach my students how to identify winning ads off of $5, okay? Because the products are so cheap, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can tell off $5 if it's going to work or it's not going to work. How many of you have $5 using my model to risk on a Facebook ad? Just type in $5 in the chat box. I want to see it. And let me know that you're willing to take a minimal risk to get a maximum potential payoff. Now, the targeting. This is what Anik had a hard time comprehending, and he overcomplicated it until I kind of dissected it for him. I use common sense targeting. I'm not doing fancy stuff. I'm not going to teach you to frickin' do this ridiculous targeting. It's actually just common sense, right? It's a lot easier than you'd think. See, Facebook now learns who your buyers are. I use these Facebook intelligent ads. Remember that, Facebook intelligent ads. This is an example of an ad. That's actually a real ad of mine, by the way, selling those cat socks, which people buy those cat socks like crazy, all right? Facebook learns who your buyer is. And they start doing the targeting for you without any keywords at all. I know that sounds crazy. So let me tell you something. I want you to forget about cost per click. I want you to forget about click-through rates. How many of you in here are freaking sick and tired of worrying about what your cost per click is and what your stupid click-through rate is? That's old school tactics. It doesn't matter with what I'm going to show you. Forget it, okay? Your focus, write this down. Your focus is cost per conversion. You're not trying to get clicks, okay? You're trying to get conversions. Facebook has actually built a very specific type of ad. This is an image of screenshots, of Facebook's dashboard, and they have a whole entire ad that does nothing but optimize for conversions. Now let me show you the power of these conversion intelligent ads. This is a screenshot of one of my campaigns. Now this is going to blow your freaking mind. I started running this February 21st. Look at it growing and growing and growing at the top left. It's not a roller coaster. More people are seeing it every single day. The campaign is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now look at the top right. I'm not optimizing for clicks. I'm optimizing for conversions. Write that down. Optimize for conversions. Now look in the blue box. Targeting. I want you to see my targeting. Wait a second. There is no targeting. I'm not using any keywords. I'm targeting everybody in the United States of America that's over 18 years old. That equals 120 million people. Look at my ROI. 178% return on investment. I spent $3,600 to make 9,900. So some of you are probably asking, hey, Adrian, what's your ROI? Well, look, there you go. 178%. Now, in all transparency, because I'm real, I don't fluff stuff up, there's ad cost that's not factored into that screenshot because Facebook doesn't know what your product cost is, okay? So I sold 500 units. They're about $1.50 each. So do the math. I have amazing return on investment just offering free products. Zero targeting. How many of you would like to bypass all the targeting and just use these Facebook intelligent ads that literally sniff out the buyers for you? Guys, it takes 9 minutes to set an ad up, $5 to start. Facebook will do the work for you, but I'm not going to say, oh, it's guaranteed and it's magic. You got to set it up right. And the way you do that is by utilizing my 4 phases of targeting to teach Facebook, who your buyers are. So if it's done right, when you go through the 4 phases of targeting, like I've done, like Onyx done, like Andrea's done, and all these other students, the goal is to not ever have to target anything again, to let Facebook use the intelligence that it has to sniff out your buyers for you. Chris Garland over here on the right is someone that was doing it the wrong way. He wasn't following the 4 phases. He was losing money, and you can see that he made one tweak to his campaign. He spent $1 and generated 2 sales. Well, 2 sales is 20 bucks. I mean, that's insane. This is huge. Now, how do Facebook ads, intelligent ads work? Well, Facebook connects to your Shopify store. Yes, literally, you copy and paste one thing, and Facebook connects to your Shopify store. Now, everybody that clicks on your ad, you can see right there where the red arrow is. And then Facebook can see if they add the product to the cart, and Facebook can see if they buy it. So Facebook literally begins inhaling the data. They inhale all of this information, and they learn who your buyers are. And look at my ROI on these campaigns. $3,000 to make 9, 7 to make 15, 4 to make 10, 6 to make 15. I mean, it's not, you can see clearly, it's not one-hit wonders. It's working over and over and over again. Here's another group of ads. Look at the audiences. That's why I showed you this screenshot. 168 million people. So for anybody that's saying, Adrian, are you going to be creating competition for yourself with this? I mean, if you show us how to do this, is it going to hurt you? No. Look at that audience. 168 million, 4 million, 22 million, 49 million. See, the difference between what I'm teaching you and what everybody else teaches is I'm not teaching you how to hit these teeny tiny little audiences that fizzle within a week. A lot of marketers say, find these micro niches and hit this one teeny tiny little thing and you'll make money for 2 weeks and then I hope you find something else later. With Facebook intelligence, I'm hitting these massive audiences, and there is plenty of cake for us all to eat. I can't have all of that traffic. It's impossible. Facebook wouldn't let me. You could put, there's like 2,000 people on this workshop right now. If you put all of us together, none of us all together could have it, even if you put us together. It's impossible. So forget the whole, it's going to get, you're going to have competition. It's just not the way it works with Facebook. This is very easy to scale. Write this down. Go broad or go home. I want to show you how to create one simple Facebook ad campaign and how I've done it to generate over 6 figures. I want to show you how to target massive, massive audiences that are evergreen and that continue to buy over time and have that consistent long-term security. And you're not going to do it with 1,000 products. You're going to do it with a few products. Look at this. Here's another Facebook ad campaign. This is one single product. One single product has generated $637,000 on Facebook. I want everybody right now, if you think that's freaking awesome, type in the chat box 600K. 600K. I would much rather sell a ton of a few things than a few of a ton of things, right? This campaign has been running since August 2015. And look, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's done over 600K in revenue, and the reason that you see at the bottom left where it says 25 campaigns is because I do international marketing. I market in Sweden, I market in Scotland, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and I put each country into their own campaign, and that's how I identify, you know, what countries are taking to the product and what countries are profiting for me. But it's one single product, 600 grand, unbelievable. Guys, I have built my entire $2 million store off of a few evergreen, continuing, growing, thriving products, and built a massive email list. Now, I want to introduce you to another success student. His name is Ruben, and Ruben has done over 100 grand in 90 days. As you can see, I've got a lot of great success students. This is only like a 20-second video.
What's up, guys? I'd just like to shout out Adrian Morrison. You know, if you're looking to ever get into e-commerce, he's definitely the go-to guy. I've gone from 0 to 6 figures in just 3 months' time, implementing some of the things that he teaches on how to target people, how to structure ads, along with how to scale and analyze my data. So, you know, if you're ever looking to get into e-commerce, then definitely go and check out Adrian Morrison. You know, go follow, learn, and succeed.
All right, so that's Ruben. He's from London, and he started doing this, and he's crushing it. Now, before I go through step 4, which I know y'all are very well versed on, actually, I want to tell you something. I create campaigns in Facebook with single products that do 6 figures. How many of you in here would like to get access to a 6-figure case study of mine where you could see the exact product, the exact targeting, the exact ad that generated over $150,000 for me, and you feel like if you could literally see that exact campaign that I'm still running right now and copy it, that it would give you a better shot at success. It's not guaranteed that you'll do the exact numbers as me, but how many of you think if you were able to see an exact ad and copy and paste it the exact way that I did it, that's going to give you way better odds at success than trying to figure it out yourself? Just type a yes in the chat box, because in about 20 minutes I'm going to be telling you about a special bonus that I'm giving away today in ESA, where I'm actually going to give away one of my top campaigns to my new students that you literally can copy. Now, let's get to step 4, which is email marketing. I don't have to harp on this because I know Anik talks about it a lot, but step 4 is what most people leave out of e-commerce, and that is email marketing. So most people ignore this, and it is a very vital piece of the puzzle. It's made me so much money. I call email marketing back-end money, and I build my email list while I'm generating sales. So the great thing about this, and what Anik really liked about it, was you don't have to do list building. Your list builds itself as people buy stuff, right? My email list generates upwards of $20,000 a week for me. On a bad day, if my revenue is a little bit low, I press send. I can increase my revenue upwards of 50% just by sending emails. With mobile phones, email marketing is more powerful than ever because people have their access to their email at all times of the day now. 70% of my traffic is coming in from mobile, by the way. And when you have a big email list, you create more value for your asset. In other words, if you ever want to sell your company, having a big email list adds a ton of value. I want you to see my email list. 350,000 people on my email list. Now remember, I had 2 Shopify stores. I started the Flex one and the Niche one. So that's why I have 2 different lists. And I have 350,000 people total. Now, what is the power of an e-commerce email list? And by the way, when you have this list, you don't have to just market e-commerce products to it. You can market digital products to it as well, affiliate marketing products. You can do whatever you want with the list, as long as you advertise stuff to them that, you know, makes sense. So I'm going to show you the first list. People on it. So this list, since January 1st, and this is actually a slightly older screenshot because now we're in May, it's done over $200,000 in sales, which now is a little bit more. On April 17th, I sent 1 email marketing more products to my buyers, and I made $16,000. Now that's basically like free money, right? There's no ad spend involved in that, just the little bit of product cost. 16 grand. March 2nd, 16 grand. March 4th, $12,000. That's 28K in 4 days. If you look at March 2nd and March 4th, 200K literally since January 1st. How many of you see the power in that, right? I mean, sending one simple email and generating over 10 grand is unbelievable. Now, here's my other email list. This is for the smaller store, the niche store. This one's maybe $52,000 since December 12th. February 3rd, I did 4 grand and off one single email. So it's making me 3 to 4 grand on the smaller list. $250,000 in 5 months sending emails to a list that built itself. That I got paid. I literally got paid to build that list. I got paid to build a list that generates me upwards of $20,000 a week. It's just, I don't know how much better it can get than that. Now, speaking of emails, I'm going to show you one last success student, okay? His name is Josh. He hasn't made 10 grand. He hasn't made 100 grand. He hasn't even made $1,000. But in 3 days, he accomplished something pretty amazing. And I want you to see what he has to say about just getting started, because I know a lot of you are saying, how soon can I start this? Well, look at what Josh did.
What's up, guys? This is Josh. I'm doing a video for Adrian Morrison. Within 4 days, I had almost like 500 emails. That's sick, man. 500 emails, you know, that I can retarget, you know, within 4 days. Just imagine what it's going to be like in a month. And then not only that, but I'm making, you know, $200-300 a day. That's within 4 or 5 days. I'm so excited to keep going, so excited to go into this training program. And, man, it's definitely worth it.
All right, so that was Josh. I love Josh. He's like, that's sick, man. That's so sick. But look, I wanted you to see that for 2 reasons. Number one is I want you to see how quickly other students are getting started when they have the right training and the right formula. Number 2, I want you to see how enthusiastic people become once they finally see something that works. Look, he made like $300 or $400 in his first couple of days, which is phenomenal. But he built an email list of 500 people, and you saw how excited he was of that because he knows he can email them and generate more sales. So here is the entire $2.4 million e-com success plan. Write this down. Number 1, you're going to use Shopify. Number 2, you're going to have 0 inventory investment. Number 3, never see, touch, or ship a product yourself. It's all automated. You're going to be marketing passion products. You're going to be using Facebook intelligent ads and using free email list that's massive because of the volume you can do. And it all starts with a simple test on a $5 ad. Now, I'm very visual, so I know some of you are also probably like me, so let me just show you an image. Number 1, identify a passion. Number 2, identify a unique product. Number 3, initiate the 4 phases of Facebook intelligence. Use retargeting ads, which we all know are valuable. And number 5, use email marketing to bring those same customers back into your store and make more sales and more money, and then rinse and repeat. Look, I can turn my ads off and just send emails and generate a consistent 6-figure income with what I've done in the past 10 months. So what do other people think about this? Well, let me show you a couple of people on Facebook, because I have students on Facebook that tag things all the time. Look at the top right. Alex Pig right here says, Adrian, my son started using your training and he's doing over $10,000 a month now. We've got Sebastian Gomez. Sebastian's 19 years old. He's from Costa Rica. He's done over $80,000 in sales. He calls me Sensei Adrian. Remember earlier when I talked about a mentor is the key? Sebastian understands that a mentor is the key. What do you think a sensei is, right? Now, one of my favorites is Frank Giovanni. He just made this post on May 15th. Frank is a police officer in Las Vegas, all right? Now, we all know that civil servants are severely underpaid. They put their lives on the line, and they barely make any money. It's quite sickening, actually. And he has focused on one single product and generated over $50,000 in sales because one day he attended one of my trainings. Let me just read it to you. I only advertise one flagship product. Remember that. It's evergreen. And I added a few products as upsells. I only spend a couple of hours a day. So if you're wondering how long it takes, he spends a couple hours a day. And, of course, now with one product, he's done over $50,000. And of course, he said, thanks again, Adrian, and he would recommend ESA and all my training. But this is a guy that was probably making like $25,000 to $30,000 a year, busting his butt. And now, in a couple of months, he's done over $50,000 in sales. He loves being a cop. I actually flew him here to Mississippi to come in our studio and do some filming and tell his story. He doesn't want to quit being a cop, but what he does want to do is he wants to earn more money, right? He's passionate about being a cop, but he needs to have enough money to afford a comfortable lifestyle. And that's what he's doing with this training and with Shopify. Now that brings us to the end of the 4 steps. And I want to tell you with ESA, with Ecom Success Academy, everything is about mentoring. It's not about watching a couple of videos, you know, and getting a product live. It's about motivation, getting the right advice, direction, because a mentor gives you direction. You know, the coaching, the support, understanding what your goal should be, not what you think it should be, but what it really should be, right? This is full circle what Ecom Success Academy is all about. Now, let me tell you what is involved in ESA, because I know a lot of you are chomping at the bits and you want to get started. So just type in the chat box, how many of you are stoked to hear exactly what is inside Ecom Success Academy, see all of the trainings that are in there, see all of the epic bonuses that we've put together, and get started with the model that I just presented to you. Go ahead and type in the chat box, yes, 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 or I'm ready, let's go, let's kill it. I want to see, all right, because I know that Anik and them are looking at the chat box, and they're letting me know how active you guys are. So, the first part of Ecom Success Academy training is called Shopify Mastery. Now, this is an over-the-shoulder series of trainings where I let you watch me live actually build a Shopify store. How many of you in here would agree that it's going to be much easier to build your store the way it should be if you're watching me build a real store, right? Drop shipping made easy. Everything you need to know about Shopify is going to be in Shopify Mastery. If you use this training, you're going to learn how to get your store up and running in 20 to 30 minutes, and you're going to learn how to have products live and own your Shopify store in under 10 minutes. Literally. That's pretty amazing stuff. Bypass a lot of the trial and error that most people have to deal with. The second part of the series is product sorcery, okay? Now, this is an over-the-shoulder training that goes over finding high-converting products, but not just products, passion products. Now, a bonus in this section is I'm going to be giving away my X Factor software that we demoed earlier that allows me to find working ads and working products that convert. Now, we're going to be talking about customizing products at zero cost with no inventory, scaling everything, how to save money, get the best deals, work with the best vendors. It's all in there. It's everything you need. And literally within a couple of minutes, you'll understand and you'll master sourcing products. Then we've got Facebook Mastery. Now, I know that Anik himself is chomping at the bits just to see this right here. Facebook Mastery is an entire section of ESA where I go over for step 1, A to Z, baby steps, how to set up your Facebook account, all the way to setting up your first Facebook ad. Don't even worry about what you're going to write in your ad, because in this series, I'm going to give you my exact ad copy. You don't have to think about what to write. You're going to copy and paste exactly what I tell you I use that's successful for me. It's a formula. We're going to go over everything. How to scale your ads, when to scale your ads. This is my personal 7-figure Facebook advertising blueprint, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen before, all right? Now, the next section is Alpha Email Mastery. So I'm going to show you some hacks that I've used to supercharge the building of my email list. Somehow I have a bigger email list than other guys in the space. It's because I understand email marketing, right? And I'm going to give you access to my copy and paste $16,000 high converting email template. So if you've got an email list and you have no idea what to send to it or how to write your email, how many of you in here have email lists but you have no freaking clue what really you should be sending to them, what you should say, how it should look? Just let us know in the chat box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that email that made me 16 grand and I'm giving you the exact template, all right? You just have to plug your own products in. Everything is there. It's the highest converting template that I've tested. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to go over my 3-day promotion strategy that's generated over 26 grand for me in one single week, okay? This is a $550,000 blueprint that's literally all going to be done for you. I'm taking the thinking out of it. I'm just simply giving you the formulas. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is automation. Because look, you're finding products, you're building ads, you're email marketing, but let's automate all of it. You don't want to like sit around and do work, right? So we have automation mastery. This is going to go over automating every single process, automating the drop shipping, having other people add the products to your store for you if you want to, and of course, just being able to sit back and relax and enjoy time freedom while this e-commerce beast builds itself using my strategy. I bet a lot of you are thinking that's pretty awesome right there. Now, the last thing that we're going to go over is the $3.5 million exit plan mastery. So there's so much more to just building it up and making some money, right? I want to show you how I built my store to be so valuable. I mean, in 10 months, my Shopify store is worth $3.5 million. People are begging me to buy it and sell it, right? So there's little things that you can do that you don't know about probably that can have your store primed and prepped, so when you do get it valuated, if you ever want to sell it, you get the maximum amount of value for it. How many of you in here could really use some help getting it set up so that way when you do want to sell it, if you ever do want to exit, you make sure that you get the biggest payday possible when you sell it, because you got to set it up right, okay? Because it's a real business. All right, so that is in there. This isn't just on how to build an ad. This is how to build a real e-commerce business, and it's all simplified. So everything bundled together, access to the baby step-by-step training that you need, and all of the bonuses. And we're about to go over the bonuses right now. So bonus number 1, this is a big surprise right here. Shopify saw Ecom Success Academy. Shopify asked me to look at the course, and they were so excited about it. They said, Adrian, we want to step in. We want to officially endorse this. We want to put our stamp of approval on your course. Nobody has ever done this before with Shopify. Shopify has never publicly endorsed one single product, and they endorse ESA with the top earners contest. They are so confident in my training that they said they're going to take my top 3 students, the top 3 earners within 60 days of signing up, and they're going to fly them on their dime, on Shopify's dime, to Shopify's headquarters. You can see images of their offices over there to the right. You're going to meet me. We're going to go on a private tour of the Shopify headquarters, which is amazing. And you're going to spend a full day getting one-on-one training with me in the Shopify offices, never done before, officially sponsored by Shopify. How many of you are excited about that? How many of you would like to spend a full day with me in Shopify HQ getting a private tour and one-on-one training? Because that is how Shopify feels about what I'm doing here. That's how much they believe in it. Bonus number 2, my X Factor Passion Sniper. This is the software I'm using to quickly find products that are converting, access the best deals, all of everything that I need to bypass all the trial and error. Just simply find what's working. This one software alone is worth thousands of dollars just from development and upkeep. I'm going to do all of it. Literally, you're not charged a dime for the software, and you get all future upgrades on it, okay? That's bonus number 2. Bonus number 3 is my weekly Profit Power Hour training. I, for my VIP students, have been doing weekly webinars, free value training, every single week for over 1 year. Every week, people get on a webinar with me just like this, and I drop value. I go inside Facebook. I build ads. I teach people new strategies. You're going to get access to my Profit Power Hours every single week. You can attend them. You can get access to all of the recordings of my previous ones, the whole archives. You're going to get access to all of it. That's bonus number 3. Now, bonus number 4 is something to be excited about. Bonus number 4 is my Friends with Benefits discount. How many of you in here would agree that if I introduced you to one of my top vendors, one of my top suppliers, that would be a huge advantage to you? Just say yes in the chat box. Now, I sell a lot of stuff, so I get discounts. Vendors give me volume discounts because I sell so much. And I want you to have the exact same advantage that I have when it comes to getting started. So I asked my top vendor that I get t-shirts and coffee mugs and all that stuff from, hey, will you give my ESA students discount on all of the product costs? And he said, yes, because I know that when they go through your training, that they're going to have a very, very high probability of going through and crushing it, and I want their business. So yes, I will give them a huge discount on the products. That's going to increase your profit margin. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. You know me, you know my friends, you get my friends a benefit discount. So everything, over-the-shoulder Shopify training, over-the-shoulder product sourcing, Facebook ads, email domination, the exit plan strategy, my sizzle effect software, the contest, the weekly trainings, my vendor discount. You can get enrolled at physicalprofits.com/ecom. All right, that is the URL to get enrolled. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the price? Adrian, how much is it going to cost to get into Ecom Success Academy? So wait, I still got more bonuses.
Hey, wait, before you go there, Adrian, for all of you guys, I'm throwing in my own bonuses too. I believe in this. You know why I believe in it. You know I've seen the results. It's ridiculously incredible. I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet, but I want you to know that I'm putting my money and my time where my mouth is. I love this program. So beyond everything that has been added to you by Adrian, I'm going to throw in a bunch more things, but I'm going to make things very special. So don't go anywhere right now. Hang tight, because I want to tell you what I'm doing, and it's gonna absolutely shock you. Anyways, Adrian, back to you.
Yeah, sure, no problem at all. And I know that you've got something sick ready for everybody, so it's going to be really cool. So like I was saying, a lot of you are probably expecting me to give you a stack of what everything is worth and have like some $70,000 price tag on it or something like that, but I'm not going to do that. I think that if you look at the screenshot right here, you can see a boatload of value just in what's in orange, the sizzle effect sniping software, okay? So I'm going to give you straight up what it costs and the link. It's $2,497. There's no upsells inside. That includes everything and all bonuses. I will say this. Some students have paid up to $12,000 just to spend 3 days with me, and they haven't got a fraction of the content that I've put in here. But I do have some decision-making bonuses that I want to add in. All right, so I've got two really amazing bonuses that I want to show you. So everything that you've seen now, clearly you know, is worth far more than the price point you see on the screen. So I want to encourage you to go ahead, jump in, get enrolled, get inside. But I also want to talk about these other additional bonuses, okay? So bonus number one, this is a decision-making bonus. This is what I believe is going to make it a freaking no-brainer for you. I'm giving away a campaign that's generated $152,000 in sales for me. That means when you log in to ESA, you're going to see the exact product, the exact niche, all of the keywords, everything. And you can duplicate my exact campaign that I'm still running right now. It's not one that used to make money. It's one that I'm running right now. And you can duplicate it. Now, this is an audience that has over 3 million people in it. All of the keywords, everything. So why is this important? This is important because when you get in ESA, I want you to succeed. I don't want you to have to try to figure it out on your own. I want you to say, hey, this is something that worked for Adrian. This is where I should start. This is going to be my best shot in the beginning. And you can learn from my case study. And the audience that I'm giving you is 3.1 million people. Now, you don't just have to market the one product that I'm telling you I market to it. You can take that audience and you can market many, many other products to it. This is recyclable. You can market a zillion different things to it because it is a passion audience for a very, very big passion niche. All right? So that's decision-making bonus number one. Okay? So physicalprofits.com/ecom. This is huge, and I've never done this before, but I can afford to do it because, like I said, there's plenty of cake for all of us to eat. Now, I have a second decision-making bonus. Now, this is another thing that you've probably never seen done before. People told me I was kind of crazy when I said I was going to do this, but I'm dedicated to my student success. I'm going to be doing 4 weeks of daily online coaching for all of my Ecom Success Academy students. And I'm bringing in player coaches. My brother Anthony, who some of you know, is an 8-figure email marketer. He's going to be doing 1 full week of training. Casey is my wife. She helps me run this entire business and do the product development. She's going to do a full week. Corey is making $30,000 a month with one single passion. He's going to be doing a week. And Adam Rader at the far right, he's sold over $2 million of one single product. And he's coming on in week 4. So a couple of things you need to know about this, all right? All of the weekly, daily coaching sessions are recorded, all right? So you're going to get access to both of these decision-making bonuses. And since we are doing the training every single day, I know that you can't come every day for some of you. They're recorded. You'll be able to see them in the members area. And as a matter of fact, we understand that we have students all around the world. So what we're doing is we're going to do the training at a different time every day. So week 1 is going to be Shopify Quick Start. Every day we're going to do a similar training during the first week, but it's going to be at different times. So people across the world have a reasonable time to get on and be live, where we can literally walk you through setting up, building a Facebook ad, finding a product. We're going to give you homework. We're going to say, hey, here's a product. Here's what we believe you should build an ad for. Use this. Go build an ad. Come back to week 2. So there's some accountability in here, right? We're going to go over passion sniping, a Facebook intensive, email domination, and automation and outsource mastery. And these are at different times every single day. They're all recorded. You're going to get access to all of them. So that is everything, all of the bonuses that I have available. You can see them all outlined here. I think these last 2 decision-making bonuses just make it an absolute no-brainer. Now, Anik, I want to let you just go ahead because I'm sure people are chomping at the bits to hear what you have to say. I want to let you tell them what your bonuses are because I'm excited to hear myself.
Hey, sorry. All right, yeah, I was on mute there. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay. So what I want you to do, guys, everyone, I want you to.
Anik, you went back on mute.
Son of a. Oh, you know what? It's Google Hangout being Google Hangout, everybody. I'm sorry about that. Let me share my screen. So what I want everybody to do is just pull up this page, all right? And you should be able to see it now. Pull up physicalprofits.com/ecom. I'll put it back on Adrian's just so you can see the URL. You see that URL on the screen, physicalprofits.com/ecom. Go there right now, okay? I'm not tricking you into buying anything. Trust me. I just want to be able to walk you through what we've done for you. You do not want to miss this, at least learning what we've put together for you, okay? So let me explain this right here. All right, so if you go through... Oops, I don't mean to print it. Let's cancel that. Let me zoom in here. First and foremost, guys, you can actually see the video by my wife, all right? She does not know it's here. She would kill me because she gets really embarrassed, but I want you to see what she's put together. This is true and tested. This isn't somebody else's story. This is my story. It's my wife's story. Okay, she's not done internet marketing before ever. Now people say, Anik, how's that possible? She's your wife. You know, how could she not know what you do? Well, let me ask you this. Do you know what your husband or wife does? You know, do you know it to the T? She is the most supportive person in the world, but she didn't know my business. It was just always my business. So she came in. She never wanted to be an entrepreneur. As a matter of fact, she says she wasn't and isn't an entrepreneur, except for now she is, thanks to Adrian. So what we've decided to do is throw in some of the most amazing bonuses that I believe, you know, by the way, it's just, we've put together the compilation of all the comments that we've even been able to see that what Adrian gets, and it's just profound. It's amazing. But what I've done is, you know, after having done this, having built it, being able to sit down and interview my wife and see, hey, what would have made even more difference? You know, when she was building her business, first of all, you're blessed. What you're getting right now, we don't have. We didn't have this. You know, we had the ability to maybe ask a few questions. We had to figure the rest of it out on our own because I'm not going to sit there and take up all of Adrian's time. Little did I know he's going out and creating videos, step-by-step, exact processes, look over his shoulders while he does everything. That's intense. That's crazy. And for, you know, if you were not to take this up, I think you would be nuts. But listen, we had to figure it out. So when first thing I asked my wife, she said exactly that. She says, I would love to have an interactive session every week where I could ask questions and I could go over things. Now, Adrian's already doing this for you, but guess what? We're going to do an additional one for you. See, Adrian's may have a lot of people on it because he'll have more students. Well, not ours. Ours is only going to have Physical Profits members, people that are following Learn Nation on it. We're going to get coaches. We're going to get Adrian, some of his team, some of his coaches. We're going to get some of my best coaches. You're going to learn from some. Guess what I've been doing? Obviously, I sit next to my wife every night on the couch when we're building this. I watch every piece of it. I help her. So I've learned it too. I will personally help you. So there's going to 8 weeks additional boot camp that we're putting in from Learn Nation, okay? This is worth well over $1,500 if you ask me. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about is our supplier secrets revealed. This is intense. I'm not going to tell you who, but I'll tell you it's probably the best sourcing person I've ever met. You know what? I'm just going to tell you who. It's Adrian's wife. One of the sweetest people I've ever met. And she helped us so much too. And guess what she used to help us with? We were struggling initially to find places to buy products. We didn't know how to talk to these people because, it's a different culture, different mindset. And honest to God, it's China. So if you're not on top of your game, you're going to get taken for a ride. And so we learned from her. Well, I'm going to bring you everything we learned. Plus, we asked Adrian and we begged her, and she's willing to come on and do some additional interviews that only you get to see. Nobody else gets to see them, where we'll teach you the exact secrets on how to get the best products. Now, again, I want to show you, Adrian, if you could pull up that URL again, I want everybody to go to this page. It's physicalprofits.com/ecom, physicalprofits.com/ecom, all lowercase, okay? physicalprofits.com/ecom. All right, now let's go to bonus number 3 here, only available for the next. I'm telling you, we're not giving it to everybody. This will be done. It has to be removed very soon. So our Physical Profits product gold mine, 50 of the hottest fly-off-the-shelf products. I'm really excited to tell you about this because not only are you getting that amazing software by Adrian that's going to, let me pull up this URL right here. I want to show this. Thanks, Adrian. All right, so not only are you getting this amazing software and tons of great ideas from Adrian, not to mention, look at this, guys. His decision-making bonuses are nuts. 4 weeks of daily coaching. You know what, right now, if Adrian called me and said he's willing to coach me on Facebook and his team is willing to coach me on Facebook and e-commerce, I would put down every day for 4 weeks, I would put down a minimum of $20,000 on the spot. I would pay him right now. As a matter of fact, I challenge him to make the offer to me right now, and I will give him my credit card. That is just how valuable this is, and I'm not making that up. I've asked him over and over again every week, let me pay you a ton of money so you can coach us because we want to learn more about Facebook and we want to learn more about e-commerce. So we're going to give you 50 products that we already know sell very well that my wife has actually found. This is her. She's being gracious. I asked her for this list. She found them. It's the actual Excel file she keeps as she works through it. She said she'd be happy to help people and help add it on. She actually kind of blushed because she says she's always loved the idea. Like, she always loves the fact that I've been able to help so many people, and now she has an opportunity to do the same. Now, Facebook e-commerce mastery. Okay, this is fun. My journey with Facebook. Today I'm spending, or I should say investing, anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a day on Facebook. And I got to tell you that my journey with Facebook began because of Adrian. Adrian was the one who got me to really look into Facebook, showed me what to do, and I've since taken it and scaled it. We've even brought on our own local expert into our company. Her name is Stephanie. She manages all of my campaigns. I've personally worked with her. Adrian's worked with her. She is brilliant. She's going to be taking lead in an entirely separate boot camp that will begin after your first boot camp. So, guys, we're adding here 3 months now, 8 plus 4, 12 weeks of ongoing week after week training and coaching where we will look at what you're doing and help you. Bonus number 5, proven path to profits checklist. Now, Adrian's course is amazing, but of course, there's a lot there. And so because of that, we are actually going through the whole program, and we are literally dissecting it piece by piece. And bonus number 6, so we're giving you the whole checklist. Bonus number 6, breakthrough bullet points. So the checklist is there, plus we're going to give you a synopsis of every single video and every course, so you have things and cheat sheets to go into. And bonus number 7 is Outsourcing Academy. You're going to need help in some parts and portions of this. We're going to make sure we get in there and we tell you exactly how we get our stuff done. And here's my favorite one. Are you ready for this? If you go out and do everything, you build your store exactly like Adrian teaches you, find the products, you do everything, it's up and running, and you show us you did it exactly like it is, okay? We're giving you, for the next 60 days, a $5,000 business buyback insurance policy. I believe in this so much that I'll buy your business off of you if it's not working. You just need to take action. You need to do exactly as he teaches you, and you need to show us that you found the products that match all the criteria. You built the site using Shopify, exactly the templates and systems that he showed. We'll buy it from you. I'll protect you. I'll come in, because for me, I already know I can make it work. And I know you're not going to want this, because if you do it and you build it, you're going to make it work. So right there, guys, again, go to physicalprofits.com/ecom, physicalprofits.com/ecom, E-C-O-M. What I want you to do is then you just go to the bottom here, and I want you to click the button or this text here, okay, and I want you to simply make the transaction. Now, Adrian, I think you've got another great, amazing, awesome kick butt announcement that you want to make for everybody who's watching. I know I can see some questions coming in about this. I'm not going to steal your thunder, though. Now I'm going to let you make the announcement. But for those of you watching right now, before anything, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. If you've taken action right now, I want you to put your name in that box below. I'm going to call out the next 10 people that make their decision and do this, because you know me. I always tell you guys, life is decided by a series of decisions. If you cannot make a decision today, you're never going to have a chance at being successful. All right? You're a chance at being successful. So my question to you right now, right this minute, is who's done it? Put your name in the box below, and what I'm going to do is bring up Skype real quick. Where did it go? All right, let's see. My team is going to tell me names to read out. I'm just typing to... All right. So my team is going to start to tell me names real quick. So again, if you've made your decision, I want to congratulate you. Put your name right now in that question box below. Put your whole name there right now so I can read it out. I'm telling you right now, guys, we are about to remove all of this. We're down to very little time left. Very, very little time left. So I want to see you make the decision. I want to see you do it right now. All right, so put your name below, and it'll take a little bit of time for those names to start coming through, and then I will start to announce them as they come through. All right, we've got Attila, we've got Frank, we've got Diane, we've got Berna, Eric. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations for taking action and making something happen. Guys, just like Attila, Frank, Diane, Berna, Eric, Sean Johnson, go right now. Scroll to the bottom, okay? Scroll to the bottom and make your decision and click the button. You can click any of these along the way, but go to physicalprofits.com/ecom. And Adrian, we've got more names. Ruben Jorge, Donna, Susan, Eric. Wow, guys, congratulations. Adrian, go ahead and tell everyone the nice thing that you're doing, which honestly I think you're crazy and you don't need to do, but I mean, you're making it even more accessible for people right this very minute. Nope. Adrian, you there? You're muted if you're talking. Adrian, you're muted in case you're talking. There you go.
Okay, sorry. I had to unmute myself. So I have some more slides, but I'm going to go ahead and jump to it so everybody can see. We actually have a flexible payment plan available as well that breaks it out into 3 payments of $9.97. That's going to be a different URL. It's physicalprofits.com/ecom3, and this gives you the opportunity to break it out into a payment plan to get started. And geez, I cannot believe you've got a frickin' $5,000 business buyback guarantee. That's awesome. Talk about some insurance. But either way, we've got 2 options, and all bonuses are included. You've got the $2,495 one, and that one's going to have a little bit of a discount. It's like a $500 discount. Or you can make the 3 payments of $997, and just choose your plan. We're not going to penalize anybody by taking anything away for choosing one payment plan or the other, but we want to make sure that everybody has what they need to get in, to get started, and get access to all of the bonuses. So we did set this up special for you guys to give you the opportunity to, have a choice, because there's a lot of decisions, a lot of decision making when it comes to business, right? And sometimes it's easier to make a decision if you have, an extra simpler option. So we wanted to make sure that we had this for you. I could see that we have tons of new students coming in. I'm kind of looking in the members area now. So I want to congratulate all of you that are getting in now. I got to tell you, If there is ever a time to do this, it's right now. E-commerce is thriving, it's growing. Shopping malls are going out of business because of e-commerce. They're turning into ghost malls. And we now have November and December, the biggest months out of the year, where all of like just insane amounts of buying frenzy traffic comes in, is literally waiting on us right around the corner. So this gives you time to get enrolled, get your store started. Let us take you by the hand over the next 4 weeks and teach you how it's done, and not just let you listen to us, but answer your questions live. Because I mean, if you have a question and you're stumped on it, there's no reason to sit there for 2 or 3 days to figure out one simple thing. And that's kind of what Andrea did to start. She was scared. Andrea was a little bit scared to message me when she had a question when I first started giving her some help. And I said, Andrea, that's ridiculous. Why would you wait 3 days and try to figure it out yourself when you have access to me, right? And I'm more than happy to just give you a quick answer that'll help you bypass all of the trial and error, right, in the 3 days of waiting around. You know, you don't know what it is that you don't know. So, yes, Anik tried to hire me just a couple of days ago just to talk with him once a week and just said, Adrian, name your price. And I said no. And part of the reason I said no is because I'm dedicating the next 4 weeks of my life to you guys. And every day, making sure that you have what you need, holding you accountable, getting you started, helping you crush e-commerce, right? And just making sure that it's a smooth road for you, because oftentimes when you try to get started yourself, even with great information, when it comes down to implementing it, you know, you run into little problems. And one thing that I noticed starting out, since I didn't have help starting out, I had to figure it out myself. I had to lose money in order to figure out how to earn money. And that is, it's going to get spent one way or the other, right? You're either going to lose it making mistakes, which is a part of, you know, learning, or you can invest it and you can just take a simpler road to success. Kind of like Anik said, they didn't have this training. It wasn't done when I first started helping them. So they did make a lot of mistakes because they couldn't, you know, call me every single day. And it's not that it's hard. It's just simply that you don't know what it is that you don't know. So I've developed something that literally breaks it into baby steps for you. It's going to blow your mind when you get inside, when you see how easy it is to build a Shopify store. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet everybody that gets enrolled today on this live workshop will have their store. If you go in and you just watch the Shopify section, you can have your store up and running with products on it literally by tonight. And if you take action and you go through that training, I guarantee you can have a Facebook ad up and running with a product and traffic coming to it by tomorrow morning. I've seen it happen time and time again with success students. I mean, the people that want it take action, right? And if you're still here right now and you're watching this, it's because you want it, right? And there is a way for you to do it. There's 2 different ways for you to do it. You know, everybody that is here, whether you get into ESA or not, you can go start a Shopify store. That's not a problem. There's just a difference between doing it by yourself and, you know, doing it with a mentor. I told y'all that my success is because of my mentor, Anthony. I've had a lot of successful things just because of a couple of phone calls with Anik, right? And if you do this, like so many other people are doing, what I try to, I don't try to get people to make decisions based off of hype. I try to just present logic, right? You can start a Shopify store just like Andrea did and do all the wrong stuff, spend thousands of dollars failing your way to figuring out what's right. The money's going to get spent, right? Or you can invest in Ecom Success Academy, get access to insane bonuses, but more so just everything that I've worked so hard on the past 6 months to give you access to. Have this insurance by Anik, and literally feel like you're jumping in a Ferrari and racing toward your goals. It's just how fast do you want to get there, and which way do you want to do it? The way through hard knocks, or the way where you actually have some help, right? There's one thing that I do know. This is a very consistent model. you can see since I started in early or July of 2015, this has made me an insane amount of money. And it's not just me. It's a ton of success students. I mean, we have too many success students to show you in here. Otherwise, I would spend all my time showing you testimonials. But this model is consistent. It's growing. It works. It's what you should be doing. And moreover, you're not going to be learning it from somebody that's just, having a little bit of success. You're learning it from somebody who Shopify has deemed the top 1% of all Shopify stores. So Shopify reached out to me and they said, you realize you're in our top 1%? You are one of the best on Shopify right now? And they notified me of it in my store as well. You can see the screenshot right here. It's pretty crazy, right? And even having Shopify create this amazing contest and endorse it, I think speaks to how amazing the training is going to be. Because Shopify is a huge company. They're not going to want to put their name on something that they don't believe will not have success, right? So Shopify made a big step by coming out, slapping their name on Ecom Success Academy, putting together this amazing bonus, this amazing top earners contest to motivate you to take action as soon as possible and fly you out to Shopify to meet me. And also, when you get started, it's not just 4 weeks of daily coaching. It's going to be continued weekly training for me. Every Tuesday night I do them at 9 p.m. EST every single week, where I get on with my VIP students and I help you evolve, and adapt with the way that the internet changes. And I also have a lot of guest speakers come on there as well. So there's just so much value in this that it's unbelievable. I've never put anything out like this in my life, and I've put a couple of things out, but this one takes the cake. This one is a grand slam. Hey,
Adrian, I would like for us, the truth of it is, so I want to talk a little bit, guys, about this. I want you, first of all, to know that the buttons below this video feed, there's 2 buttons there. They may or may not be working right now, okay? Just ignore those buttons completely. I want you to simply just go to the URLs you see on the screen. If you want to do the 1 page, go to physicalprofits.com/ecom. If you want to do the 3 page, go to physicalprofits.com/ecom3. I'm okay either way. Some people are asking if I'm going to change the bonuses. No. I don't care which way you go. I just want you to take action. I want you to do something proactive to change your life. And I want you to put your name in, by the way. Again, I want to congratulate Sean, Donna, Eric, George, Frederico, Christian, and then after that my team hasn't sent me any new names yet, but we've got a ton of people taking action. Let's quickly talk about this insurance policy, and then I'm going to give you guys basically 10 minutes to make a decision. We need to actually close up very soon. And I'm just going to tell you, why wouldn't you do this? Hold on, let me ask you a question. You got a money-back guarantee. If for some reason you don't like the program, you got a money-back guarantee. On top of that, you go out, you build your store, you get everything going, and it doesn't work. You know what? We'll come in and up to $5,000. It just depends on your store. It depends on everything, but you've got to show us you built it to the T. It cannot be built. You can't just throw something together and expect that we're going to go and buy it from you. That doesn't work that way. There's an honor code here. I want to see you do it. So the first thing we're going to offer you is we'll say, listen, let us help you. Let us coach you and get this to work for you, because you'd much rather do it yourself and keep your store. But if you still decide, no, I don't want it, then we'll talk about taking it. But you have to go through the whole system, all the training. Trust me, when you get there, you're not going to give a crap about this business buyback guarantee, because you're going to love what you're doing. But what I'm trying to get you, or the results you're getting, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is, what the heck could the risk possibly be? What could the risk possibly be right now? There is no risk. All right, now for some of you who are getting, we had a few people who've just put a comment here that their credit cards were declined. They're trying. Listen, do it quickly. Go now. Mute this. Call your credit card company. The reason is just because you're not used to doing these kinds of transactions, and so the credit card companies can sometimes get a little bit, they're just protecting you. They don't think you're doing it. All you have to do is call them and say, look, it's me. I'm doing it. I'm on the site. I'm trying to get it right now. I'm trying to take action on something, so make it approved. Just look at every major bonus you're getting, and look at everything you're getting with Adrian's time. Again, over $8,000 in bonuses, but here the biggest thing you need to pay attention to is, we've done it, we've lived it, we've built this. I am talking from experience. So Adrian, what I'm going to do, if you're okay with it, man, we'll answer some questions, but I have to remove some of my bonuses. I can't keep it. We've already had so many people flying and taking action. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do, you know what I always do, guys. You know how I believe in the countdown timer. Personally, I believe you need to be ready to make a decision. Now, if it's not right for you, then so be it. It's not right for you. But Adrian, are you cool if I start this? I know that we went a little bit off basis with your PowerPoints, but you know, I know I have to go soon. You have to go soon, and we got to get people to make decisions here. And we already have so many who've made that decision that I don't know how long we can keep it open, anyways.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I love that.
All right. So listen, here's the deal. Let me come on screen for just a minute so you guys can see me. I have my camera off, so you won't be able to. All right. Listen. Okay. It's a simple decision. A, are you looking to build a business online? Are you looking for a business model? Okay. You wouldn't be here, so I'm going to say yes, that's true. B, are you looking to do something where you don't have to put out a lot of capital and you don't have to risk a lot of things and you don't have to have past experience? Again, I would say if you're still here, we got 1,000 people still on. If you're still here, my assumption is yes. That's an answer is yes. The last piece I'll ask you is, are you looking to do something that you can get well, actually 2 more questions. Are you looking to do something you can get tremendous help on? You know, ongoing coaching, mentorship help. Now, not only are you getting Adrian on 4 weeks of daily coaching calls with him or his team, you're getting their boot camps. You're getting my boot camp. You're getting access to my team, my best people. I'm giving you research my own wife has done, products she's put together. How much more can you possibly want? You're actually, personal opinion, you're getting too much help. You're getting too much coaching. You're getting too much hands-on. Believe it or not, we finally figured it out. There's actually such a thing as too much. But we're giving you everything that you require here. Everything. So the only last piece is, are you looking for an opportunity where you don't have a tremendous amount of risk? First of all, money back guarantee. We're used to seeing that. It happens all the time. Okay, great, knock it off. But here I'm telling you, you go through the system, you show us an honest effort that you did it the way you're supposed to, you gave it your 110%, and if you somehow still end up not happy with it or you're losing money, I'll protect you. I'll come in and take your losses. I'll make sure that you never hurt from it. That's me adding on top of what Adrian's doing. That's because I believe so much in this. You really think I could come in and put that kind of money down? You really think I could do all this unless I truly believed in what's happening and I knew that you will succeed from it? The question really now is it's up to you. Let's look. We've already got down to 8 minutes left. All right, so here's what I want you to do. If you've made that decision right now, okay, if you've made that decision, here's the URLs. You can see the countdown timer, 7 minutes and 50 seconds. I want you to put your name in that box below so that I can call out a congratulations to you. All right, we are getting we're getting another error. So someone just said that this page is giving an error. So I'm sorry about that. Let's see if it was misspelled. Doesn't matter, guys. You don't need to go to it. Just go to this. Go to the top one. Ecom will allow you. So if we go to that page, you will see at the very bottom, okay, scroll to the very bottom, you can do either of the payment options. Just click either of these buttons and it'll work for you. So you don't have to go to both pages. You could just go to physicalprofits.com/ecom, physicalprofits.com/ecom, and again, if you look at the countdown timer here, guys, you have 7 minutes. Adrian, something you want to add right now? I mean, what would you say to people about making the decision and talking about risk and some of the main reasons where people avoid making decisions?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's one of those things that everybody in business has to kind of go through and understand, right? Investing in your business, taking calculated risks. And I got to say this, with everything that we've designed in ESA, and of course with your bonuses, it's not like you're going to the casino and you're rolling the dice. It's more of a calculated risk. And we're going to guide you through this process of making sure that when you do things, they're done the right way, okay? And when I first started talking to some of my students that were coming through, and they've come to my live trainings, they've come on my live webinars, and they say, Adrian, listen, I really want to do this, but I'm scared. I'm scared because, hey, $2,500 is a lot of money. You know, I'm not going to, I know the value's there, but it's a lot of money to invest. And I said, listen, here's the deal. Fear is good, right? Fear is the best thing to have when it comes to entrepreneurship, because if you fear that you could fail, you're going to be 10 times more hungry to make yourself succeed. You're going to hold yourself accountable. You're going to say, I've got to make this work. How many of you right now are sick and tired of just sitting around, doing nothing, doing stuff that doesn't work, and watching other people succeed? What's the difference, right? What is the difference between you and all of these success students? It's the fact that people stepped past that fear. They used it as a way to motivate them to create more success. They say, I've got to make this work, right? So I tell my students to use the fear. And if you're scared, let me tell you what you should be scared of. It may not even have anything to do with e-commerce, okay? But let me tell you what you should fear. What you really should fear is having to do everything by yourself. You should fear having to take on any business, any niche on your own. What you should not fear is having mentors, having coaches, having access to things that are just out of this world to help you, right? You're going to, like I said earlier, you're going to do it one way or the other, you know? You're going to do online marketing, e-commerce, digital products, whatever. It's just, are you going to do it yourself and you're going to let that fear cost you, or are you going to feed off of it and make a logical decision and get help, right? And that's what I tell my students. And as a matter of fact, I have a student, his name is Chris. Chris works for me. He films all of my videos. He's the one that edited all of the videos that are in Ecom Success Academy. And we pay Chris good. He's been a loyal employee to us. And what's interesting is, Chris didn't tell me this, but while he was watching all of these videos, as I was filming them, he started his own e-commerce store. He started a Shopify store just off filming and editing all of the training I created for you guys. Yesterday, he sent me a text message that he had earned $500 in a single day. $500 in one single day. And I said, dude, how did you learn how to do that? And he said, well, dude, I sat there and I edited all of your videos so they look nice. I filmed it, right? I watched it all. I learned it. And look, now I'm making $500. The first thing I asked Chris was like, you're not going to quit, are you? Because now he's making money, right? And that's the problem with teaching all of our employees. We have an entire office full of people doing Shopify right now, but you know, we surround ourselves with go-getters. They're not worried about, you know, making a calculated risk or making an investment. They're surrounded by people that do that. Like when it comes to make an investment in my business, building a Facebook ad, or you know, paying a coach or paying a mentor, I've paid upwards of $20,000 just to go spend 2 days with somebody before. I don't think about it because you have to look at it from two different ways. Remember earlier we talked about marketers and consumers? There's a consumer mindset and a business mindset. The business mindset, you invest. The consumer mindset, you spend. So what you have to do is you have to, in terms of decision making for your business, you have to look at something and say, do I believe if I make this investment, I can pull back out my investment plus a return? It doesn't matter what's going out. What matters and what should help you make your decision is what do you believe could come back in. People that spend money, they spend money on stuff that depreciates. You never get anything back from that, like a car or having a pizza delivered. But one thing I've had to train myself to do, and I've trained the people and students around me to do, is understand the difference between an investment and spending money, investing versus spending. Now when it comes to seeing opportunities and seizing the moment, right, it's a no-brainer. It's like, hey, I do this and I full-heartedly expect to get something back out of it. And it makes the decision much easier, right? So like I said, there's the wrong way to do it, the right way to do it. There's the easy way to do it. You know, there's the hard way to do it. And you've also just got to look at it and make a decision based off of, do you see this as an investment that can bring you a return? Or do you see it as, I'm spending money, I'm never going to do anything with this, right? I happen to believe that the new students that I see popping in, because so many students are enrolling right now, Kevin Lager, Phyllis Keller, Leslie Oppenheimer, Nicole Noslin, Tracy, these are action takers, right? These are people that see an opportunity, they understand investing, they full-heartedly expect a return, and they're feeding off of the fear. You're turning that fear into an excitement because you know that this is the time to finally start doing something. Think all the way back 112 slides ago when I showed you all of those hurdles I was hitting. Every time I thought I got success, I was failing. Every time I thought I made it, something happened. And I finally found something over the last 10 months that has changed my life, and that is what I'm offering you right now. And I'm not offering you all the trial and error I went through. I'm offering you the ability to bypass all of that, benefit from my hard work, from all of my money spent, all of my errors made, and just get started the right way. And that's why Ecom Success Academy doesn't try to tell people to get in because, hey, it's all software based. It's about actually getting real help.
Hey, Adrian.
Yes.
Sorry, I just wanted to do kind of like a public announcement for everybody. All right, I just got a bit of a panic message from our team because we're having way too many people take action. So I paused the timer because I wanted to take a minute to talk to everybody. First of all, I want to congratulate Mike. Mike said he really wants to see his name shout out. Mike, congratulations. We've got Catherine, Leslie, Emery, Derve, or Derv. I'm sorry. So Derv, and then we've sorry, I completely read that wrong. It's Herve, H-E-R-V-E, and the last name starts with D. Tons of people I want to congratulate here. Listen, if you've taken action, put your name down there. Put your name in that box below. Do it right now so that I can go ahead and congratulate you. I want to congratulate you because you've taken action. Now, David, Sean, two more people I want to congratulate. Now, listen, I'm going to go ahead and share put myself on the screen, and what I'm going to do is change this little guy here to put physicalprofits.com/ecom in front of you. This way you have the URL right there. Listen, it's now or never, okay? I want you guys to make a decision because I don't want you wasting time anymore. You're still here. We still have 700 people on right now, okay? So for those who it wasn't a good fit for, they left, and that's okay. They came, they learned, and they left, but they made a decision. They made a decision, and that's what's key. Even if you decide no, fine. Say no and be on your merry way and go learn more and find the opportunity that's right for you. I believe this is the right opportunity for you. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be with you for this many hours. Wouldn't take time out of my schedule if I didn't. You know what? I'm honest. If Adrian had asked me about this a year ago, I would have laughed and said, no chance. I'm going to tell my people at Learn Nation to do e-commerce. And the way he made me a believer is first we sought him, because my wife wanted to do this, and I have witnessed and watched my wife do it right before my eyes. And it's real. This is happening right now, and we are having so many students take action so much quicker than I had even imagined that I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep everything on or these bonuses on for long. You can imagine, right? I have, again, I'm doing over $8,000 in bonuses. That's just me. Adrian, can you, I want to show your screen here. Guys, look at that. Now, remember, don't go to physicalprofits.com/ecom3. I don't know what that page doesn't seem to exist. Again, who cares, right? Told you, I'm not tech genius. Doesn't matter to me what technology does or how technology works. So I want you to go to physicalprofits.com/ecom, and this will just continue to prove to you, and that how we work. Listen, he's giving you the entire over 150 videos, okay, broken down into baby steps, one at a time. You're getting this, so that's all the steps, right? That's all you need to do. You're watching him over his shoulders build it. You watch a video, you do what he says. You watch a video, you do what he says. So you're never going to feel lost again. On top of that now, you're getting the Shopify Top Earners Contest. You're getting the Sizzle Effect Product Sniper, which is a cool tool that we've already begun to use. You're getting weekly training with Adrian. You're getting 4 weeks of daily coaching, daily. You got a question? Every day you have an answer. You're getting you're getting the ESA only vendor discounts, and my favorite, which I plan on diving deep into, is this $152,000 case study. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Here, let me take you to our page, and I want to show you what we're putting in for you. So and we'll put the timer back on. I paused it because we were getting a lot of questions where people were having some issues. And again, remember, if your credit card has for any reason declined, I need you right now to go and call them. The number is on the back of the phone. Just dial it. Tell them, look, it's me. I'm trying to do this. All right, bonus number 1, we're throwing in Physical Profits Boot Camp. I'm telling you, I am pumped about this one. You are going to absolutely love this bonus. We are going to put together some incredible interactive live Q&A sessions. We're going to bring on some amazing experts, and it's going to be small groups, small room of people where you actually get a lot of one-on-one attention. Bonus number 2 are supplier secrets revealed. I'm going to be interviewing Adrian's wife, who is the best person I've ever seen who understands how to get the best products from the best suppliers, work out the best deal, and talk to them in a way that you can build a deal that's favorable to you. Again, nobody else gets this. Then bonus number 3, all right, product gold mine. My wife herself has created a list of 50 products as she's working her way down. She has been gracious enough to agree to share that. All right, so again, that's the 3rd bonus here, and let's keep going here. Again, if you've gone ahead and taken action, I need you to put your name into that comment field below. Put your name in. I want to be able to congratulate you. I'll only do your first name, so you don't have to. I'm not going to put your private information out there. All right, bonus number 4 is our Facebook e-commerce mastery. Make no mistake, this is seriously going to be the absolute. That's my favorite one. All right, I'm telling you right now. I told you I would pop down any amount that Adrian said if I could just get him on a daily basis to coach me on Facebook. Fortunate for me, he does answer my questions, but man, his time is worth it. It's weight in gold. And on top of that, I'm giving you my own Facebook local expert. She actually is a member at Learn Nation. She will work with you. She will coach you. She will teach you all the great things that we do to get all of all of our amazing Facebook conversions now. We're investing $6,000 to $10,000 a day now profitably. So that's another 4-week boot camp. We're going to give you a checklist. Literally, once you go through the training, if you want to be able to launch new stores, boom, 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 just go through the checklist, or even through your first store. Bonus number 6 here, breakthrough bullet points. Here's the deal, guys. It's a big course. I'm having 2 different members on my team and my wife. That's 3 people go through it, and they're all making detailed notes as they go through the whole process, and they are going to just submit them into the members area. You will now be able to go through all the training as many times as you want in super cool, super quick methodology, like basically think Cliff Notes for the whole course. Bonus number 7, Outsourcing Academy. There are going to be parts and places in this business that you need outsourced. Well, we'll show you precisely exactly how to do just that. All right, we'll show you exactly how to do that. So you're going to get, if you need graphics done, if you need help putting your store up, if you need any kind of copywriting, yeah, heck, even if you need help with Facebook, we'll teach you how to get the best help. And then, of course, my favorite bonus here, which, guys, is going to expire any minute, and that is our $5,000 business buyback guarantee that allows you to go out there and without risk build your business, but do it with an honor code, do it exactly like Adrian teaches it. You have to go through every module, every video, you have to copy and paste this system, and if it still doesn't work, which is going to be nearly dead impossible, we will go in and protect any potential losses you've had up to $5,000, and we'll buy that business back from you and make sure, worst case scenario, at the end, you've learned a tremendous amount, you get a refund, and you didn't lose any money. That is your worst to worst case scenario. So right now, right this minute, okay, I'm going to go back. We'll put that timer probably on, maybe give ourselves, let's see, where are we? Okay, we'll maybe give ourselves 5 minutes. But physicalprofits.com/ecom, that again is physicalprofits.com/ecom. Any other people who have made the decision, put your name in. My team will get to it soon. Actually, Adrian, can you read out some names? I know we're getting a ton of people taking action here. Would love to give them some credit. I think you have access to that data.
Yeah, we have like 10 that just popped in. So we've got Soya Lee, Steve Paulson, Harris McFarlane, Wolfgang Bauer, Catherine Sherritt, Brett Devine, Sarah Flynn, Phyllis Keller, Ron Bennett, Gail Shea. Literally every time I refresh, more come in. So Hugh Martell, Tracy Ty, Christine Tang. So those are the ones that just popped in on the last refresh. Now, Anik, I know you got the timer on, but there's a couple of questions that I know people have that whenever you just let me know, and I want to answer them because I know some people have a couple of questions.
I want to tell you what, Adrian, I know that we have very limited time with you left. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. While Adrian's answering questions, I'm going to put 10 minutes back on the clock. We'll refresh it. I want to give everybody this last opportunity, and you know me. You know how I am about these. Listen, here's the rule with the 10-minute countdown timer. You have 10 minutes to make a decision. You need to make a decision. And if at the end of that 10 minutes you've still not made your decision, then my suggestion to you is that you're not ready. It's not for you. So I make a decision on your behalf. That's how it works, okay? So right now what I want to see you do is I want to see you go to physicalprofits.com/ecom, and here we go. Let me just zoom out a little bit here. I'm hitting start. So Adrian, take it away.
All right, so we had one question that's asking about the weekly coaching and if it's recorded. So that question I answered already, but I just want to announce it again. All of those weekly, daily coaching sessions are recorded, okay? So even if you can't attend them live, you'll be able to go in and look at the members area. It'll all be recorded there, organized for you, everything you need. Julie asked, how soon can I find a product and start making money from this? Now, that's a tricky question because that all depends on you, right? Depends on, are you going to log in? Are you going to get started watching the training tonight? And are you going to take action, get an ad live? But I have seen people do it literally overnight. So it's not one of those things that's going to take forever. Ryan asked, how is this different than Amazon? So what I want to say about that is there's a lot of different e-commerce platforms out there. They all have pros and cons. Amazon is great, but Shopify is one of those unique, I guess, unicorns is what I would call it, that literally I have found zero cons. So if you have a successful Amazon store, like you just said, I'm not saying shut it down. What I'm saying is this is a way to build an additional stream of income, build up a brand, and it's just another thing you can do that complements, right? We're not saying shut everything down and just do this. We're saying this is a simple model that we're going to train you step by step how to do that you can start utilizing. So, that's really there's not a huge difference other than you have a little bit more freedom in Shopify, of course. And let's see, Jacqueline says, what do you do about returns? Jacqueline, there is not an issue with returns with my model. We have less than 1% return request rate. So that is not an issue with us, and we actually cover it in the training, and we talk about how with this model, it's just such a small return rate that it's not a very big deal. Let me see. Let me go through here and look at more questions. Gonzalo says, how is this similar to affiliate marketing? Well, you know what? This is a lot like affiliate marketing, except you're using physical products. The great thing about it is you're able to get started and build your own brand, and you have more control. So nobody can ever take it away from you. It's an asset that you build up that you own that you can sell. I would say that's the big difference between affiliate marketing and e-commerce. So that's why I made the transition over and put a lot of focus here. Stan says, how simple is it for a complete total newbie to start? I would say it's very simple as long as you watch the training. That's what I would say. I have seen people, like for instance, Onyx's wife, Andrea, that was a complete newbie to everything. She couldn't even drag and drop. I know you remember that, Onyx, because I made fun of it for a good week. And now, a couple months later, she's crushing it on e-commerce. So if you're brand new and you're intimidated by that, it's not something to be intimidated by. It's just more of a reason to get the help, right? It's more of a reason to get the right training so you can get started. So just scrolling through some of these questions that are coming my way. Robert says, how soon does the coaching begin, and should I start my store before the coaching? What I would do, Robert, is go ahead, go through the training, get your store set up, okay? So go ahead and get your store set up. And by the time that happens, the coaching is going to start in June, early June. That's when the coaching starts. And you'll have a lot of questions for us. So we can go look at your store, and we can help you bypass anything or help you make tweaks, anything that you need, which is, we have great support, by the way. We offer full support. We have a full support staff that are here in the U.S. that answer any and all questions that hit our inboxes. Literally, our response time is less than 30 minutes on tickets. So we've got amazing support for that stuff as well. But I would definitely go ahead and start your store and just get ready for the 4 weeks of daily coaching. I think that's probably the best plan of action. And let me see if there's anything else I can dig out of here, because some of these are the exact same question. Let's see, just scrolling through here. Let's see, store running, how soon can I go? Answered that. coaching. Or a lot of you are asking for the exact date on the coaching. Anik, would it be okay if I just pulled up the members area with those dates real fast so everybody could see
go
that?
for it. And listen, everybody, 5 minutes. That's it. We are going to shut down, and after which I can tell you right now, I can't promise you we'll come back with any of these bonuses again next time. I can't promise because I gotta go look at. And oh, by the way, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is when you want the bonuses, you absolutely have to follow the instructions at the bottom of this page. And completely didn't remember this. So you'll see right here, bonus@learn.com. You need to send us an email, and we'll have to get all your information. We'll have to cross-validate everything, and then we'll let you know. So make sure you keep that in mind. 4.5 minutes left, and Adrian, back over to you.
Yeah, I'm just going to show everybody this real quick. This is the members area of ESA, and when you get in, you scroll down to the bottom. One of the first things you're going to do is enroll for the weekly coaching, where we have all my player coaches come on, and it shows the times: 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. In the days of the week, and it shows the exact dates. That way you can kind of prepare for these, and like I said, they're recorded, and you can go back and watch them if you miss them. So you just got to hit register now and get started. But I'm going to take this opportunity while that timer is counting down. We've got 3 minutes left, and just show you how simple I made this. I've literally even gone as far as to color code everything for you. So there's a whole section of Shopify training. So it's just setting up your store, mastering drop shipping, free products versus retail products, building your brand, and then I sum everything up in a quick start. So if you don't want to watch all the videos, this walks you through right here exactly how to get started in under 10 minutes. To get a product live on your store, you can see here I do it in under 10 minutes, and I have it live on my Shopify store. So this is easy. This isn't something that's going to take a lot of time, because I saw Nathaniel ask, how long does it take to get set up and how many hours per day do I have to spend on this? Not very much. You just simply got to watch the training and get started. We've got sourcing products. Now this is going to go over finding products, getting them on your store, getting the best prices, using the software. The Facebook ads training is all going to be here for you. So literally starting your Facebook account, building your fan pages, setting up your targeting, everything is in here for you. It's waiting for you to watch it. Email marketing. We have our $16,000 email marketing template in here. Guys, this is an email template that I've sent that's maybe 16 grand in one email. The whole formula. We've got all of the other bonuses in here. The bonus section has the daily coaching recordings, all right? Some email marketing training from Anthony, Outsource Mastery, the $152,000 case study. I can't click on that because that is literally locked, sealed, VIP only for students that enroll in Ecom Success Academy. It's all here, it's all color-coded, and it's done in baby steps for you. It's called over-the-shoulder training. So that's what it looks like. These are the dates you could see down here. I'm going to pull the links back up so everybody make sure that they can see those if you haven't seen them yet. I'm just going to urge you all to go ahead and get in. I cannot believe some of the bonuses that Anik has added, plus his guarantee, which is pretty dang amazing. So everything is there. You've seen the members area. It's time to pull the trigger, like Anik said, in 2.5 minutes. Make a decision, and we are going to be here. We're going to have your back. We're going to push you to get started. We're going to hold you accountable. We're going to give you everything you need to actually get going and do it the right way. I'm so excited about this, and I see every couple of seconds I refresh, I see more students piling in on it. So I know sometimes people kind of need to be pushed to take action. So I love what you're doing with the timer here, because it is important to make a decision and just move forward, because later never comes. How many times have you said I'll do it later, and later never happens, right?
Hey,
it's either now or never.
I couldn't agree more with you. So what I want to do real quick is I'm going to pause this only because I want to come on for a minute. Now we're getting some questions. I will go over them. I might stay on for an extra 5 minutes, guys, but I know Adrian's going to have to go soon. So Marcel Cabrera, congratulations, you're joined. Tarek Jendi, you must have just joined. Congratulations. We are reaching max capacity. Now I paused this in front of you. Guys, last, seriously, last chance to go to physicalprofits.com/ecom before we shut down this webinar. And you've got basically, when I turn this back on, you're going to have a minute to go. So here's when I want to come back on screen real quick and just want to talk to you about the fact that it's really the time to make a decision. It's now or never. I tell you that all the time. You know, one of the greatest things I learned from Tony Robbins is decision making. Literally, he talks about just fast decisions. I was actually reading this great book, The Way of the Seal. Love this book, okay? I'm reading this book, and in this book he talks about building a habit of fast decisions. And I'm telling you, it's something I learned on my own, and then I started seeing from all these top experts, and I realized, wow, I'm really onto something. I'm telling you right now, you want to do this, you need to make a decision. You're still here. There's so many of you still here. Now, I know for a fact that if you're here, you know, not all of you have gone ahead and made the investment, because there's no chance in heck we could even support that many people. So you've not. So if you're still here, it's because you're teetering on the edge. You're thinking, do I do it or do I not? Do I do it or do I not? My question to you is, what else could you possibly have? The only thing holding you back is fear. The only thing holding you back is this doubt. Now, you know me. I've been here for, 14 years now almost. Never gone anywhere. I'm right here. We don't go anywhere. The whole Learn Nation, we're here for you. Okay, Adrian, trust me. I've known him for years. He's not going anywhere. So we're here to support you. What's the worst case scenario? You take a shot, you give it a go, and if it doesn't work out, the worst case is you get your money back. The worst to worst case is you invest a little money, you build the store up exactly like Adrian teaches it. It doesn't work for some crazy reason. I come in and I have an insurance policy for you to protect you. We don't always do this. Nobody else is doing this, so why wouldn't you take this opportunity and take action now? Because if you don't, it could be gone tomorrow. And then you're going to come back. We do this. We have a habit of doing this. Opportunity bangs down our door, okay? And we don't open it because we're scared. What if? What if? What if? What if? And we stay quiet and hidden in the corner until that opportunity turns and goes to the neighbor's house, bangs on the door, they do open it. Next day you see they're driving that nice car, they're taking the vacations, and all of a sudden you're pouting and you're wondering, why didn't an opportunity come to my door? It did, but it won't keep doing it forever. This is your opportunity. If you're here, listen guys, trinkets, come on. Well, trinkets. This could be the difference between you and becoming a billionaire, a millionaire. You know, yeah, I said billionaire even, because this business model, think about it, there's millions of products out there. You master this, you start to build a new store. The sky's the limit. What you want is the limit. That's it. But today you're looking for something that'll help you out a few $100s a day. You know, they'll help out a few $1,000s a month. And I'm telling you that you can do that. You have it right in front of you. The system is right here. Go to physicalprofits.com/ecom. Do it now. Go to physicalprofits.com/ecom. Make the decision. 1 pay, 3 pay, your decision. Doesn't matter to us. But I'll tell you this, okay? I'll tell you this right now. I would take the 1 pay if I was you. Take that extra money, invest that into your business. Get your Shopify account set up. All of that. Because why would you do a 3 pay when you can get a full money back guarantee? But we're not going to limit it. Adrian and I both believe we just want you to have the course. We just want you to have the content, the coaching, the training, the tools. We're not going to limit based on what payment plan you do. That's up to you. It's a personal decision. Go to physicalprofits.com/ecom. Go now. Read my bonuses. Now you have an opportunity to see that I'm adding over $8,000 worth of bonuses. My time, my team, my money, everything on the line because I believe in this, and I wouldn't do it unless I truly, truly believed. But if you don't take a step up now, I don't know when you're going to do it. When are you finally going to take that step up? This is your opportunity. This is the best offer you're going to get, and it has no risk. It has only upside, only benefits. I always explain this way. You have 2 decisions. One is you decide no because you're full of fear and doubt, and so you know. That means you have a 0% chance of succeeding. That's it. Okay? 0%. Granted, you have no chance of failing because you didn't do anything, so your 0% is your worst case. Now, let's say you decide yes. Even if, I'll play along with you, even if you have like a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% chance of winning, all right, which is a lot higher here. It's why we created the program. But let's just say you have doubts, right? I'll play along. Let's say you have 5% chance of winning. At least you have a 5% chance. Here you had 0. Give yourself, play the odds. All right, play the odds. Give yourself a chance. Now, let's just say, well, why do we not say yes? Why do we not take decisions? Because we say, well, Anik, what if doesn't work? I lose money. I could go negative here. At least here I'm 0. That's my worst case. You can't lose any money here. We just annihilated any possible negative effect. So it's really a decision between a guaranteed 0% or a possible high chance of success with the worst case being nothing, 0. It's an easy decision. Why would you stay here? And this decision can choose to go up and start your business. So physicalprofits.com/ecom. When you say yes there, when you click the button, when you make that decision, you're giving yourself a chance, and you're bringing in the best team around the world surround you and coach you and guide you and help you the whole way. It's what you've been looking for. It's what you tell me every day. It's what I hear everyone ask at Learn Nation. And here it is in front of you at your doorstep. Adrian, I know you've got to go in like 2 minutes. So we're gonna finish, guys. We're finishing up here. Let me put the screen on. Give me a second here. All right, and literally we have a minute left, a minute and 10 seconds. Adrian, any closing words as we kind of finish up here? And again, guys, when you come back, some of these bonuses may very well possibly be gone. This is the moment. Pull up the page, go to the bottom, click the button, at least start the process. Adrian?
Yeah, I totally agree with everything that you said, man. And I gotta say, I'm just freaking stoked because I've been just looking here at all the students kind of come in one by one and hitting refresh on the screen. And it's pretty amazing just to see how when you start talking, how it resonates with everybody. And they say, you know what, it is time for me to make a decision. And this is the moment where I'm finally going to take a step forward and do something instead of just watch another webinar, right? And actually take action and crush it. So I'm really excited to work with you guys. And it's like Onyx said, you know, we are going to have to pack things up and shut down in a second, but I am stoked to work with everybody. I know that what I've provided here just on this training has been a ton of value, but what's inside ESA, what's waiting on you on the inside and waiting on you with the 4 weeks of coaching is just absolutely unbelievable.
We are over time, everybody. Sorry, Adrian, didn't mean to cut you off, but guys, while Adrian's finishing up here, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, it's down to it. I heard the beeper, and I want to say this. The first thing you should do when you log in ESA, scroll to the bottom, go to bonuses, click on the $152,000 case study. I want you to forget everything else, all right? I want you to focus on that case study because that is an ad that has made me an insane amount of money, and I'm literally handing it over to you, all right? All the other training is important, but I want you to start out of the gate with something that I know works. I've actually already had students come in ESA and go duplicate that campaign and make sales their first night, right? They've sent me messages. They've sent me on Snapchat that they did it, and they're so thankful for it. So, you know, Anik has done everything he could possibly do. I certainly have done everything that I possibly can in terms of even literally giving away a six-figure campaign for you. If you look at that price, that money I've earned versus the investment for Ecom Success Academy, I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? But I'm excited to have you all in, guys. Take action now. Get inside. We're going to be waiting for you. We're going to absolutely crush this. It's going to be a freaking blast. Anik, thanks for having me on, man. And I know that Andrea is going to be on the inside too, and she's also going to be on those daily coaching sessions with us. So really excited to see you all succeed. And I'm going to tell y'all one more thing. When you make your first sale, when you get your very first sale, even if it's with my case study, the 152,000 case study, or anything else, I want you to film me a video. Take out your cell phone, film me a video. I want you to send it to me and say, Adrian, I just made my first sale with ESA. I love seeing it when students do that. I can't tell you how excited you are going to be when you get inside, you finally see something that works, that's long-term, that's stable, and you make that very first sale. It's going to be an exciting moment. And I just want to be able to share that with you. So make a promise to me that you'll do that. And I look forward to seeing you all inside. Anik, once again, thanks, man, for having me on. I mean, we're just going to kill it. I know that this training is going to make everybody so excited and give them what they need.
Thank you so much, Adrian. You are absolutely awesome. And listen, everyone, I'm going to give you a few more minutes here, and I'm going to answer a few questions, but this is it. This is the last opportunity. When I close this webinar, at that point, any of the bonuses could potentially expire. So Jitendra asks, how does fulfillment work? Jitendra, basically, every day you will download a list, an Excel file of all your sales, and you will send them to the vendors, and they'll send you a bill. That's how we do it. There's a few different ways of doing the relationships, but it doesn't involve you having to ever touch the products or pack them or anything like that, okay? It's very simple. Ricardo, when do the sessions start for coaching? How long are the coaching sessions? Ricardo, it's typically will be 1 to 2 hours for the sessions, but they go as long as needed, and all the sessions begin here in the next, I think, week or so. It's all in the members area, but Ricardo, you can't let that hold you back. And I think already you bought, if I'm not mistaken, Ricardo, you were already a student, so congratulations. Ryan, can we use this system to promote our own products that you create? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? If you have e-commerce products, heck yeah, you could use the exact knowledge. As a matter of fact, that's our goal. Andrea my wife wants to grow her business out much bigger and do much bigger things, and she can start to do anything now that she has this knowledge. And then we have another great question here. What Shopify plan is needed? The cheapest one initially, guys. You don't need a very hardcore one. It's just whatever you feel like. It could be simple. Abhishek says, can this work in India? Absolutely. As long as you have PayPal, Abhishek, you can make it work in India. And then Dan Quinn's asking, I don't understand drop shipping. Can you explain? Dan, super simple. Someone buys a product from you. You take that person's information and you send it to somebody else, okay, which is where the product was shipped from. So instead of the traditional thing, someone buys a product from you, you take the product, you pack it, and you ship it. When someone buys a product from you, you simply send that information on to somebody else, and it can be very automated to do that. It can even do it for you. The computer can do it for you, and then someone else fulfills it for you. That's the best, right? You didn't have to touch anything. That's drop shipping, Dan. That's when someone else is doing all this for you. All right, everybody, that's it. Last opportunity. If you've made a decision here in the last few minutes, I want to take a moment to congratulate you. If you could do me a favor and just go below here and go to that URL. But first, if you already made your decision, go to the comment box below, put your name and name in so I can give you a shout out. My team is super busy answering all the questions, so they may not be able to get the names to me just yet, but put your name in there anyways. I want to see. I'll be able to log in afterwards and see everybody who took action. And I want to thank you so much for being here. We've still got hundreds of you guys on, so I'm telling you, this is your last opportunity. Make that decision. Do it right now. What are you waiting for? You can't just sit around and wait for everything in your life. You've got to be proactive. So go to this URL, fill out that, go to the bottom, click the button, fill out the form, and go there. And now remember, for your bonuses, you must contact us. You must contact us and using bonus@learn.com and forward us your receipt. Tell us you did it. Forward the receipt to us. And then we'll get the process started of getting you your bonus access. It will take us a few days to get it to you, so be patient. And of course, not all the bonuses are going to be ready right from day one. We're building it as we go. We'll go with the training and the coaching. But I want you to take action right now. I want you to scroll to the URL below. I want you to take action there. I want you to go in, 1Pay or 3Pay. Let us know by telling us a comment below that. And I'll see you inside of ESA. I'll see you inside the members area, both my wife and I. Great program, love it. And listen, if you're here, we're going to have a more amazing training coming up in just a few days when we do our second part of our workshop. So make sure you show up for that as well. And listen, again, thank you so much for being here. This is Onyx and Gull. Super excited to continue working with you. Talk to you guys on the next one.